Hello, welcome on in. Give me a second here to get everything all set up. I think you guys have to take a few minutes to skip past ads anyway, but welcome on in for any future VOD viewers. Hello, hello. This is a story critique stream where you guys submit your stories, and then I and other people in chat will give a few critiques, because we all want to become better storytellers together, and we don't need to be assholes in order to do that. We just need honest feedback and critique. So give me 1 second while I make sure everything is good. I think the first one up today is Chatty Matty. Let me make sure. I can pull up the Discord real quick. I think it's Chatty Matty, and then it's what? We'll see how I'm feeling though. I know my voice wasn't doing the best. Yeah, it's Chatty Matty first. Hi, Ironheart! Hey, thank you for the welcome back. And I also see Zoe's already in here. Wait, they were there the whole time. Like the the Sam Says bit from Dimension 20, but not Dimension 20. Drop out. I know words. Let me see. Chatty Matty has two in. I'm not sure which one it is, so when Chatty Matty gets here, I'll have to ask him. Of real Sam Reich. There we go. You get the bit I'm trying to go for. I'm too tired to pull it off, but you get what I'm going for. Let's see. Oh, I should do the Discord bit. I forgot to do it. I just had Discord up. Let me let everyone in Discord know that we're live. Let me see here. Stream starts now. There we go. Hey, Chatty Matty. We were just talking about you. I think you're up first tonight, but you have two submissions I'm looking at. I might have just forgotten to get rid of one. One, it's in 4th place. It's cyberpunk sci-fi. It's about the wyverns in Sagata. I want to say maybe we already did that one. I just forgot to get rid of it. And then the newest one's number 8, and it's after Tessie has died. Oh, thank you. Yeah, okay, we did that one. Okay, I wanted to make sure. I didn't get rid of it just in case I was wrong. Because sometimes, you know, I forget things. So let me see. So that older one I can go ahead and get rid of. That was number 4. Let's see. Now this one's number 7. This one's Sci Romanticides, or... Ooh, that's kind of a mouthful. Let's see, let's see. Let me get the link up. Search Matty, Control C. And then our Raymond section here. We gotta get the name to fit. I think that fits. We'll see it in a second, but I think that fits. And let me get the link up, that way nobody thinks that you got my silly weave screen. Sorry for the flashbang, everybody. Let's go. And yeah, let's look at the... There we go. I think that looks nice. Proceed to chapter 6. We haven't... And yeah, okay, this is chapter 6 at the top. Let me move it so you guys can see it. There we go. Nice and perfect. Let's see what this one says. This one says... Oh, one it also says it's the 5th chapter. That's so funny. It's science fiction romantasy. I think that's kind of the combination of it. Takes place after Barry's mom, Tessie, has died, and the voyage to find the Fleece of Creus begins. Does the Fleece of Creus adventure only begin now? Has it been edited enough? I kind of thought the adventure began a little earlier. This is the edited chapter that introduces Clara and Grace. Okay, okay. Hi, Oko. Still feeling a little bit. I was doing all good today, and then just like the last hour before stream, I started feeling bad again. But I think I'm okay. Nothing too crazy. And besides, it's been a couple days now. I wanted to yap, so it's all. Can't keep the yap quiet for too long, can ya? Okay, you're talking about the actual voyage begins this chapter. Got it, got it, got it. I'm taking all the medicine, I'm taking all my vitamins, I'm drinking lots of water, I'm doing all the healthy stuff. Ugh, So annoying. So let's see. So it introduces Clara and Grace. The things you want to focus on for this critique. I need to know if I'm still tripping off the, quote, too similar to Treasure Planet stuff. Okay. And if I'm portraying Barry right. Also, if Clara and Grace are coming off as their own characters now. Also, I need to know if the flow is better overall. Okay, so we have a couple different subjects here. And then any others, I'll tell you on stream. So we got a couple things to keep our eyes out for. We want to make sure we're steering away from being too samey to Treasure Planet. You want to make sure we're steering Barry, Clara, and Grace should all feel individual. And then overall flow. Okay. Cryptid, I'm really trying to watch for compound sentences, but they keep flowing out of me. See, look at example above. No, it's tricky, and sometimes when we get that kind of feedback, when we realize that there's a not just a 1 or 2 off type little issue, when we realize like, oh, like there is something as a writer that's one of my unique struggles. Every writer struggles with something. That doesn't necessarily mean that you just notice it and then the flick of a switch, now it's fixed forever. One, it's something that during your writing career or your writing journey, because not everyone does it as a career, but your writing journey, whatever that journey looks like, it's something to work on if you want to work on it. There are many writers who do have very successful writing careers, and some of them, I'll tell you straight out, they do not work on those issues. They get agents or editors or critique partners or other writing friends that know that they have that problem, and then it gets fixed post-op. It gets fixed with the editors, it gets fixed with a line edit, the copy edits, all the other different things. Some writers absolutely
Cryptid, I found a new military compound.
Oh, yeah?
It's called Compound Sentence. I wanna go there.
Banned. No, fix it in post. Yeah, some writers, it's again a journey. If they find things they're good at and they'll hone their craft on the things they're good at over all the years and over all the different projects, and they'll get better at the things they're bad at. Some of them are even get remarkably good at the things they're bad at. And then other writers, yeah, just 100% like, hey, why would I waste the mental space? I'm gonna be good at what I'm good at, and everything I'm bad at's gonna be fixed in post. Like, just don't worry about it. It just depends on the writer. So it's not something to be super hyper focused on. It's something to work on it. It's getting better at your craft, but getting better at your craft isn't an instant fix. It takes time. It's going to be over projects. It's going to be over time. You'll notice that you're better at stuff. And oh my god, yeah, that's right. This is a welcome to the club. Every issue we have as writers, everyone else has had it too. Every other writer's dealt with it too, and they all make fun of us too. It's I was so mad when I was a young cryptid, when I was but a wee young cryptid. I was definitely of the syndrome of I would start really cool badass openers, or very cool poetic openers, very deep, right, when I was a teenager, very deep and cool intellectual openers. And some would be like a paragraph, some would be like a few pages. I think once or twice I even got like the first chapter was, yes, now I'm a baby hag now. So when I was but a wee young cryptid, during my like pre-teen and teen years and stuff, early teen years, right, barely got more than like a few pages done of any project. And it would be so good, but I wouldn't ever like finish the story. I just did like really good prose for like a few paragraphs to a few pages, and then like the project died. And then there was all these things in the writing communities that I was in that was then making fun of like writers who like never finished their stories, and that was 100% calling me out. 100% called me out when I was young, and I did not like that. Oh my god, there was like a lot of like these awful like memes and a lot of like awful like jokes and like kind of backhanded things at writers who did that at the time in a lot of the communities I was in, and I was like, I could write a full story if I wanted to. I'm still a writer. I was so hurt. They like 100% one shot me. I was done. Oh my god. Um. But yeah. This is one of those things, and then eventually, like again, you get caught out for something, and then you like work on it, and then did short stories, and I like finished those, and then I did outlines, and I fully finished outlines for full books, and then I started working on books. It just takes a while. Again, not anything's like an instant like snap of the fingers and it's fixed. Oh, what did Chatty Matty do? No, not you're streaming. Your timing is impeccable. Hi, Young Retro. It's so good. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. You're already at 10,000 points, Zoe? Oh my god, that's crazy. How much of it is from your gambling? That's still your gambling wins. Oh my god. There's a green bus in the green bus server? Roots has sometimes been telling me stuff that's happened in the green bus server, but I'm like, don't nobody tell me what happens over there. I'm gonna get triggered. Oh, only a little over half of it was from your gambling. That's so funny. Oh my god. What was it in? You wouldn't know. That's right. That's right. We're all wonderful Blooba only cultists, right? None of us have gone over to the dark side. Oh my god. But what was I saying earlier? Anyway, yeah, having something like, oh, like, I'm still struggling with the run-on and the multi-part compound sentences, like, what? It's fine. I'm not worried. I wouldn't, having a critique like that about a big overall writing trend, I wouldn't let me stop me from writing or, like, inhibit my writing at all, like, slow it down in any way. It's something to, in the back of your mind, work on. Maybe do, like, some fun little writing exercises on the side and try to work on it. Try to maybe edit some old pieces that you've done, like short little snippets before, and like fix them up. But I wouldn't let it derail me at all. I keep up with the writing even with that. And then it's either something to work on your craft over time with and address it, or just realize like, I'm just gonna keep producing cool stories. It can be fixed in post. Yeah. Everyone's been talking about this. Yeah, Twitch has a new AI or like filter thing, and it's automatically turned on. And you had to go into your settings and turn it off. And then so Roots did that for me. I think they even mentioned in the Discord, or they should have, because I was down and out, so they did it for me. And then for anyone who hasn't heard of this, there are some people who are reporting that even after they've turned it off, they check their setting again later, and it was automatically turned back on again. So even if you turned the training your content up generative AI stuff, if you turn that off, double check it occasionally to make sure it's still off. Some people are reporting it automatically goes back on. Super crazy. I did check that today before stream with Roots, and I know where it is now, so I can check it. And ours is still like turned off, so it's not training off our stuff at least, but crazy stuff. Yeah, you have to keep checking it to make sure they don't turn it back on. What bullshit. What bullshit to be like, yeah, you already turned it off. What do you mean I had to keep checking to make sure it's off? Yeah, for all we know, it's being trained off the data even if the option is turned off. It's yeah. But it's a few steps that we do have in our power. So that we'll do all the best steps that we have in our power. And oh, who knows if they aren't scraping off the VODs. Yeah, that's another scary thought too. Even you know, because again, if you do something like I upload the VODs onto YouTube, even YouTube, right? Some people are saying like they've never done any like generative AI editing, but you'll still watch people's videos and it looks weirdly AI. It's because it's like a filter that YouTube put on stuff. You're such a cynic. No, it's right to be pretty cynical with a lot of these corporations doing the shady shit. It's the other brat voice in my head. It's Mash. Hi, Mash. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad we were able to do the collab like the day before I started feeling bad. That was like the perfect time. Oh my god. Yeah. Everything with the generative AI stuff is kind of, you gotta be a little bit cynical with it. You just checked it off. Nice, Zoe, nice. But yeah. It's a rough thing to be in. So thank you to everyone who was posting about that and making sure that I knew and that Roots could take care of it and that when I was feeling better I could double check it. You felt bad because you didn't sleep the night prior. Poor Penny was probably just dealing with us both being loco, like, okay, I guess I'll be the sane one out of these two crazies. Oh my god. Shh. If Master's too sleepy to remember the sexy pics, then we don't have to remind him. Shh. Nobody mention it. Shh. Anyway. What happened? You were asleep at 4 a.m.? What is that local cryptid time? Dude, because I like start streaming at 9:30 p.m. local cryptid time. But I think you've mentioned before, like, you're waking up during that time. It's just a weird time zone thing. I know I'm kind of all over the place for you guys. So we do have a couple different things for Chatty Maddie's piece. This chapter is 7 pages. I'm not sure I can get a full 7 pages done today. Sorry for everyone just seeing a screen scrolling by. It was 4 a.m. for for the big walk stream. That's so you're a real note. Absolutely choose sleep over seeing that stream. You can always see the VOD later. I wouldn't worry about it. You guys are all so sweet. Did you guys know? I was checking out our stats for the YouTube channel. The YouTube channels. We had the official, we had the VODs one. The VODs has something like crazy, like over 600 watch hours. Like, what? Most of those videos don't even get any views. A couple of them get like, like a handful of views every now and again. I think it was mostly the Arcane, the librarian game where it's tidying up the books. That one's gotten a couple hundreds of views for that series. Because it's more gameplay than just the writing stream VODs. What's all you? I would 100% believe that, Zoe. I would 100% believe it. So the 100 of those are Zoe. Have a good one, Mass. Drive safe. It was Greenba. Yeah, anytime you have any tech issues from now on, it's all Greenba. Just remember that, everybody. Greenba does everything wrong. The reason why I felt sick, it was Greenba. 100%. But yeah, I was over here because they're mentioning like new thresholds to be monetized on YouTube for next year, and I'm like, oh, I probably won't meet those. It's fine. We'll just keep working our way up. And then I actually checked, like, I wonder how close we were to getting it though. Like, how many watch hours were we? And I took a peek at it. I'm like, over 600 watch hours. That's crazy. Oh, you're already there. Okay. Well, then I guess walk safely from your bench to inside the gym. Have a safe journey. It's only like 2 steps, but have a safe journey. Oh. You just have a playlist. Have you guys know, I've been trying to slowly get better at like choosing clips and doing like little fun videos. I'm still super bad at it. Like, please don't misunderstand me. I'm still super bad at it. But I'm learning how to like do a little edit and like put little text up and like zoom. I learned zoom in. I learned how to zoom in on my face for the last little video I edited. That was fun. You think no, I actually did not think you'd be kidnapped. I was thinking so like, oh, like Looney Tunes style, like just a piano falls out of a window and lands right where you were standing. I was thinking Looney Tunes style shenanigans. You've gone some vids that have thousands of views. Ooh, huge congrats. But they're all so short, I'm sure I'm far off any monetization threshold. And they were just for fun stuff anyway. Yeah, it's definitely, as long as you keep doing it because it's fun and you're learning and you're enjoying it, that's what's going to make you keep doing it in the long haul. And it's just going to be like, hey, you reach those bigger goals over a long stretch of time, which is what the plan is for us. But yeah, okay, I was like super impressed. I mean, I know obviously the brunt of that work was obviously Sully. But it was super neat to realize, like, oh wow, people actually do watch the VODs and stuff later, and there is some like little engagement and stuff on the YouTubes. That's really exciting. Use derpy as a scientific term. Oh, that's funny. Fun little facts. You get to say all those little fun facts when you're a famous author and you're being interviewed and stuff afterwards. Oh, you need a better computer setup. Video editing for another stream. That's been a lot of fun. That's exciting. That's exciting. Yeah, I'm doing the thing if I have to. People say that you have to try learning to edit yourself. That way you can like communicate better with an editor. So that's the trenches I'm in right now. I'm learning. The brain cells are going in this little blue brain down here. So I'm acquiring knowledge. So that's the part of the journey I'm at right now. And oh my god, you guys, I felt like I like chose a clip. And I thought I did pretty good, and I made like some little funny things, and I did the zoom on my face, and I thought it was pretty funny. It was like a little clip from the Big Walk thing, and I'm like, yeah, I chose a funny clip. This is great. And on the CapCut thing, when I was editing it on my computer, it sounded great. It sounded perfect. I thought I got it. I was like, yeah, this is great. And I sent it over to YouTube, and I went to like pull it up on YouTube to show Roots about it. Like, look what I did. I learned how to zoom in. CapCut. You know, I'm basically the best editor there ever was. After I learned zoom in, what's stopping me? And I pulled it up on YouTube and the audio was shit. It was so bad. Like, you can't hear Mash and Penny, and then randomly towards the end my voice comes in and I'm super loud, and I'm like, oh no, just kill me now. Just kill me now. I was so upset. I was so upset. Audio balancing, yeah, so that's gonna be the next big thing my blue brain cells are gonna learn. Bad weather report? You're expecting heavy tuba trombones and a hail of drums over the next couple hours. Oh no, Oka, we'll pray for your safety. I couldn't hear anyone when I popped in to look at the Big Walk stream. Oh, even during the stream itself, you guys couldn't hear anyone? Oh, that's crazy. That's so bad. I'm so sorry. I don't think it's any Big Walk streams. I noticed even when I was playing, so like I could hear Mash and Penny really well as long as I was like right next to them. If I was like if they were like Baby Raccoon and I was like right here, I'm like, oh yeah, I hear them. And then as soon as I get like here, then it sounds like they're a mile away, and I'm like, oh, it's really hard to hear them. And it's like I take like one step further and it was silence. It was so I wish the proximity chat worked a little further distance. Like you could like at least still be like line of sight and still kind of hear them. But it seemed like as soon as you took like just a few steps away, they were quiet, even in game for me. Oh, the voice has been a complaint I've seen a few times. Maybe they'll fix it. You know, it is still like a newer game, but I still had a lot of fun with it, even though even though I was so bad at it. In a game where you cannot do anything wrong, I still found a lot of ways to do stuff wrong. I have like reoccurrent like PTSD flashbacks of me losing the walkie-talkie in the grass, and then Ash having to come over and be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "No, I lost the walkie-talkie. It's right here somewhere, please. I swear it's right here." I dropped it and I picked up the ball and I threw it, and then I'm looking around for the walkie-talkie. It was right here. Fucking Mash had to come and save me because I was not finding it. I think I could rewatch the VOD 100 times and I would still never find the walkie-talkie. It was gone. It was vanished from my line of sight. It just disappeared. I'm partially convinced Mash just found another walkie-talkie and just said it was the one that I dropped. 100% plausible. But anyway, now that I'm hopefully starting to feel a bit better, I'll hopefully have to do another collab soon. And I have to learn audio balancing. That's the next thing. I don't wanna, but I'll do it. But I'm gonna pout about it the whole time. So chapter 6. The sun's first light filtered through the clinic window, casting a soft glow over the room. Barry stretched. After 2 days of waiting, it was finally the day. She should have been excited, but all she could think about was her mom. You said this is after her mom died, right? She dashed down the stairs, feet barely touching the ground. The creatures in their cages stirred as she passed, their chattering rising like a chorus of whispers. So her mom's already died, so even saying like, oh, she should have been excited feels a little bit weird. Like, nah, not girl, your mom just died. It's okay to be a bit bummed out if her mom's like has just passed away. Sunreal stood by the medical bed where Barry's mom lay motionless. Oh yeah, her mom's like newly dead. Her mom is fresh dead. Her mom is a fresh corpse still. I don't think she should have been at all. Her mom has just died. And that's what I'm saying, like, it feels weird to say, oh, she should have been excited. I'm like, no, she should not be. Her mother has just died. Let's see. On most programs, you want your voice to reach the lower end of the red section on the volume. I'm being so serious, guys. My voice is. On OBS, it is. It's always hitting the orange and sometimes, like, just barely touching the red. Like, I swear I'm loud. OBS thinks I'm loud. Does that count for anything? Definitely the most audible thing being heard. So, when I first started streaming, we did not know this. I was actually entirely muted for... Like, it just was not registering my audio at all. There was no recorded audio. And I had been talking and yapping to myself for like hours of gameplay, not realizing. Oh, how quiet am I to you guys? No! I'm not even like being quiet, like I'm not whispering. I'm fully like in empty, multiple rooms. I'm like kind of like projecting my voice a little bit. I'm actively being like, if we were like face to face, I'd be talking like a little loud. You guys would be telling me like, just shut up if this was in person. No, is it that bad? You had to turn up my stream by like 30%. I'm so sorry. What do I do? In OBS it says I'm loud. Yeah, if you heard my voice Cryptid, I'm messing. But I don't know. I do know like sometimes I'm very quiet and stuff. But I don't know, in OBS it registers me as loud. I don't know what to do. If it's not an OBS setting. Is it a microphone setting? Is it an issue? I don't know. I'm just a blue butt. I don't even know how Wi-Fi works. I don't know how the rest of this stuff works either, but in case anyone was wondering, yeah, technically I'm always in the orange to barely touching the red for my microphone audio for OBS. That's some gain. Are you telling my microphone to go to the gym? Is that a term? What does gain mean for microphone? It's the physical... Oh, just the physical volume knob on your USB? Ours is it's like a field range one, where like the more you turn it up, the wider range it's gonna capture. So I could turn it up, but it just means it's gonna pick things up from like across the room. So, but I myself wouldn't actually get louder. It's just going to pick up more noise in the background. It's going to pick up more of like the fan in the background. It's going to pick up more of like the cat noises sometimes when a cat is racing by or going up their cat tree. It's going to physically pick up further away noises, but not like make them louder. I hope I explained that right. That's the knob I have on this microphone. Which I got for free because it's technically Roots. This is all of Roots and Papa Cryptid's equipment, so I won't complain. Even though my model was just freaking out on me. Let's see. Sunreal stood by the medical bed where Barry's mum lay motionless. Her mum's body was shrouded in a medical veil. Her hand found her pendant. First her father, now her mother. And Barry had avoided her mum's last moments out of what? Fear? Was she a bad daughter because of that? Probably. At least I'm fine on Heidenheart's head, and at least Heidenheart gets me. A hand found Barry's shoulder. She turned to Sunreal. Barry, are you well? Sunreal asked. Sunny, her mom just died. Sunny, you're standing in front of her mom's corpse. Sunny, what do you mean, are you well? Okay, no, I'm composed. Yeah, I'll be fine, Barry said reflexively. Sunreal must have seen through her words. Barry, I understand how you feel. However, a pause. There is something I must ask of you. Okay, Sunreal. Barry glanced at Sunreal. She hadn't noticed how tall Sunreal actually was until now. Maybe a foot taller. I'm guessing she means a foot taller than her, than Barry. But it just says maybe a foot taller and doesn't clarify who, but I'm thinking you mean a foot taller than Barry. But why was Sunreal asking for a favor now? Why couldn't she wait? I understand your desire for the fleece, but I must caution you. Sunreal seemed to choose her words with reverent care. When we find the fleece, you must promise me you shall destroy it. This is just you. But as someone asked me if I was well over my mother's corpse, I would be throwing hands. I know I'm not Barry, though. Yeah, there is a thing of, like, sometimes just stating, like, oh yeah, just saying, like, oh, Barry is sad. Like, she should be excited, but she's not. Sometimes it still feels a little removed from Barry. There is her being, like, maybe emotionally in shock, or maybe emotionally disconnected from what's happened yet. But I'm not sure if that's fully coming across yet. But I'm gonna keep reading a little bit. Barry's heart skipped and sank. Her eyes found her mum's body once again. Destroy the fleece of Prius? Kill her only chance to bring back her mother and her father? Did Sunreal know what she was asking of Barry? But Sunny, Barry, there is more to the fleece than you know. In the wrong hands, it is dangerous, Sunreal said. Professor, may I come in? Yes, hello, welcome into the lesson. One day I too Can you guys imagine? This is just after, this is not even like recently after, it's been a hot minute. After the streamer university thingamajigs. I'm obviously too small of a streamer, I would never do it, but can you guys imagine, like, if I actually got to pretend to be like Professor Cryptid for a few days at streamer university? Me and Roots were talking about this, and again, everyone would show up like, oh, what is this blue Cryptid VTuber person? Like, what's this VTuber class? It's streaming university. Everyone's gonna think it's gonna be like a VTuber class or like how to stream or something. And just absolutely not. I would be like underneath the desk with the face recording equipment, and my VTuber model, my Bluba model over here would be like on the projector, and I'd be like, okay. Shakespeare 101, Intro to Shakespeare, let's go. Everyone have your textbooks, everyone do your homework. It would be like the worst PTSD flashback of school days for so many people, and everyone would be leaving the class afterwards like, we didn't learn anything about streaming. And I'd be like, no, but you learned something. Get out. There we go. You could do it right now live. I don't have my official streamer awards outfit yet. Oh my god, I don't have an outfit. I don't have a lesson plan. I don't have the homework assignment portal set up. Oh my god, I'm so unprepared. This is like waking up in the nightmare where you think you're late for school and you then show up to school in your dream, but you're in your underwear. This is the equivalent of that. Teach us the ways of the cryptid. No, I need you to understand that it wouldn't be anything anyone would be interested in. It wouldn't be teaching anyone anything about streaming or about tech stuff, because Lord knows I couldn't teach you guys tech stuff anyway, as was demonstrated earlier. I wouldn't teach you anything about being a cryptid, or about being a VTuber, or about having cool mascots, or owning or like being the head of a cult, but not really, because everyone likes everyone else in my cult more than me. It would be about nothing usable. It would literally be me. Just being like, nope, we're doing an intro to Macbeth. We're gonna do this. Everyone open up your textbooks. Here's this. Here's the starting page. Okay, that person in the back, go ahead and read the first 10 lines, please. Go ahead and read the first 10 lines. Everyone following along, does anyone have any questions? What do we think about that opening scene here? How does this feel in relation to other Shakespeare works we're familiar with? Does anyone have any ideas over here about tragedies versus romance trends in Shakespeare's works? Any hands? Any hands in the back? Let's see. The shorter they are, the closer to hell, and more filled with rage. That's not just about cryptids. That's also about people. People, cryptids. The shorter we are, the more. Chihuahuas. Look at dogs. Chihuahuas can be very full of rage. Just saying. He's offering to the cryptid named Bloop. Everyone, leave your fancy notebooks, unused notebooks, on the desk as you leave. That is your offering. Oh, the height thing. Sorry, the height thing. You're the cult favorite, Blueba? I don't know. I think everyone likes Commander Roots more. I think everyone likes Commander Roots more. Teacher Cryptid, I'd like to petition books to be written in archaic English. It makes us sound very smart. I like it. Caveat, it has to be engraved on stones. That will be your extracurricular activity. Everyone after class, please go to the designated place out by the bog with your stone tablets and your chisel and start writing in archaic English on your stone... your stone tablets. That sounded like baby raccoon burped. Oh my god. Thank you for the sippy. That's so funny. We scan the stone tablet and send it to you as a PDF. I'm imagining a little group of raccoons going over with one giant slab of stone piece and like hoisting it up onto a scanner. And as soon as they lower it onto the scanner, it just instantly just crashes and breaks the scanning device. You had to get a new scanner for every single stone slab because you keep breaking the previous one. I love it 100%. Would you guys come if I ever got a teaching position? Would you guys come to my class? It would be so fun. I would give you guys detention. I would give you guys failing grades. Wouldn't you guys love to come to Cryptid's class? I would. Oh my god, I would still, even if I tried to purposely be a terrible teacher, I could still never be as bad of a teacher as some actual teachers I've had. That's like honestly upsetting. Oh. Archie being a teaching assistant? Teaching Raccoon Capitalism 101. We had to do the rest of the story. Hikers may discover it's an archaeological site. Smart thing would be to make a stone rubbing fur, silly. Ooh, this is why Heidenard should teach the class. The only thing my lessons do is prove to everyone why they should listen to Heidenard instead. Oh my god. This is such a functional school. This is such a functional university. There is credits. This isn't a accredited school. Of course, I would make you guys sit through a lesson, and I wouldn't make you guys do it unless it was accredited. But the little certificate at the end is just like a crumpled up like CVS receipt. That's your name on the back, and signed by an Archie little paw print from the Raccoon University. It's such an official document. It's accepted at any Raccoon University, 100%. Anyways. So this seems so interesting. So right before the journey even begins, the only reason I felt like Barry had a purpose to go on the quest for the fleece was to bring back her mom and potentially her dad, even though her dad's been dead for much longer. But now here we're actually even before her journey starts, Sunriel's saying like, hey, you can't do that. So that's very interesting. It is dangerous. It's dangerous, Sunriel said. Barry's eyes remained on her mum. For a brief moment, memories surfaced. A younger Barry trying to fix a broken bowl as her mum yelled. Oh, that's an interesting memory. Barry hated the scolding, but now that was all she wanted. One more scolding, just one. But that's an interesting memory for Barry to hold on to. If she destroyed the fleece, she'd never get that chance again. Yet still, she couldn't refuse Sunriel. Barry hesitated, pretended to clear her throat. I promise. Yeah, I mean, I know Barry's supposed to be like a goody two-shoes, but Sunriel is still a newer person she's met. She hasn't known Sunriel for long, at least from my current memory of the draft. And I know you've changed the draft a bit, so maybe it's been changed a bit. Maybe she knows Sunriel a lot longer now in this version of the draft. But in my head, I'd just be like, girl, just lie. Barry's not like a young little like 12-year-old who doesn't know that like, oh, like, yeah, sometimes you can lie just to like, sometimes lying is the best case scenario here. Sometimes that is how you get by okay and you survive. But 5 days she's known Sunny in this version. Okay. But like generally this is still young 20s, a young adult, career woman, Barry from my current memory of it, and I'm like, yeah, like this random person you've known for 5 days says, hey, don't use the magical artifact that we're going on an epic quest for to revive your dead mom. I'd be like, sure, whatever you say, crazy lady, 100%. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, no, like, fuck that shit. I'm going on this epic quest, not for shits and giggles. I'm doing it to, like, bring my mom back. Like, what is wrong with you? So it's okay for our characters, even if they're likable, even if they are our main characters, to do quote-unquote bad things, like lying or hiding, as long as it makes sense for them to do it, and not be annoying. I don't like it when characters are annoying, but they can even be annoying. So in my head, I'm wondering if Barry's lying. The words felt hollow, like she knew she wouldn't be able to keep the promise. Okay, so maybe she's already thinking like, oh yeah, I don't, maybe not, maybe it's not 100% on the up and up. Barry's grip on her pendant tightened. Barry turned, approached the stairs. The faster she got to the spaceport, the faster she found the fleece. Sunriel walked beside her. As they reached the clinic's front door, Sunriel glanced at Barry. Thank you. I understand I am asking much, Sunriel said. Barry nodded. Yeah, no problem, she said. It's a huge problem. So is... Spark was mentioning hollow. Who's everything? So I'm a little confused. Sometimes I think you're not fully going for which in this current version. It kind of feels like you're trying to set up, like you, the writer, are trying to set up, like, oh yeah, Barry's not gonna be able to keep up this promise, but that for Barry herself, she's making this promise. And it sounds like she might not be able to keep it, but it doesn't sound like she's lying. She's not like purposely doing this thing of like, oh yeah, like I'm just gonna lie to Sunreal here. It sounds like she's genuinely trying to make this promise. And her voice just sounds like it can't keep the promise. So do you want Barry as a character to be purposefully lying to Sunreal and just trying to play it off as she's making a promise? She is genuinely like connecting with Sunreal, and she's making a purposeful choice to lie to Sunreal. Or are you trying to have Barry be sincere and make this promise to Sunreal, but you, the writer, the narrator, setting it up as like, oh yeah, but she's not going to be able to like keep this promise? That's what I'm kind of getting confused between the two voices here. I think really saying no to something might make finding the fleece harder. Like making it her lying. Yeah, I mean, if she's saying, if she's knowing, like, oh, if I say no, I can't go find a fleece, then yeah, she's lying. That's... It sounds like you're trying to make her lie without actually making Barry lie. And it's okay for Barry just to lie. It's okay if that's what you want your character to do. Just like, commit to it. Like, Barry is lying. And is distancing herself from Sunreal a little bit, and is passing off like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess I won't do that. In which case, I almost wonder if she could be a little bit more convincing at the lie. Like, she could ask, like, follow-up questions. If she could at first kind of be like, oh, but why can't we? And then Sunreal's like, no, you don't understand. And then she's like, oh, okay, I guess we can't. I think this could be a little bit more emotional scene and a bit more purposeful, like Barry's gonna lie because Barry wants to go save her mom. Oh my god, I can tell I'm still not fully in it, because even that, just saying that, I kind of ran out of breath. Let me take a sippy. Alright, you have so many questions, but I know they have to hold for now. If you have, like, questions for me, then yeah, I yap in between. I read a little bit, then I yap. So if it's questions for me, you can still post them. If it's questions for Maddie, then yeah, you can ask questions to Maddie too, and they just might answer it in the chat if they're up for it. Yeah, no problem, she said. Barry and Sunreal walked into the cobbled street. They passed still opening shops and a still opening bank. Still openings repeated twice. The spaceport loomed ahead, and Barry hastened her pace. When the entrance to the spaceport came into view, excitement surged. Wait, is this repeating it? In this paragraph, it says the spaceport is ahead. She can see it. The spaceport loomed ahead. But in this part, when the spaceport came into view, excitement surged. There was Fee, a violet and sapphire-layered dress draping her body, knee-high boots on her feet. Fee! Barry sprinted. Before Fee could prepare, Barry had her in a hug. Barry! Fee hugged her back. Are you ready for the voyage? Barry asked, and Fee nodded. Barry led the way into the heart of the spaceport. Lifts whirred and hummed all around. Metallic frames spun through the air like silver threads. The air was thick with the scent of polished metal, fuel, and adventure. Every corner was alive, footsteps and voices blending into a symphony. Let me double check my lo-fi. Ooh, yeah, I was almost done. There we go. Despite the high energy of the spaceport, Barry's eyes only landed on families of Exians, humans, and even Satirics. Satrixie. That's how you say it. He reminds me every time. I'm never going to remember it, so it's that one. It's the satyr-like ones. She caught one Exian girl with purple skin trip, her mother swiftly helping her back up. Barry's excitement was dulled by memories of when her mom taught her how to walk. She forcibly pried her eyes away. So we are dealing with a different race. This is a sci-fi race. Science fantasy. There are like alien races. And they do have a different lifespan. They measure their years in like a decade. So like someone who's 10 years is really like one, roughly. It's kind of that vibe. So maybe with their time spans and how they interact with time and how they age, she would remember her mom teaching her how to walk. But if you're trying to do it equivalent to human years, like it's roughly similar-ish. I'm not quite sure if most people remember when they were that young, have many like vivid memories of that age range of like when you are like mostly crawling and you are being taught how to walk. So I'm not sure. Holographic signs flickered overhead, cast soft glows across polished marble floors. Some read like codes, flashed destinations to the furthest reaches of the galaxy. To the farthest. I can speak. Yeah, it's the Trixie. Say Trixie? I don't know. Others displayed ship names, their sleek silhouettes shimmering in virtual light. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. I'm gonna move my way through that one. We got that. I go on the idea that Barry has a good memory, becoming vaguer the younger. Well, that's what I'm saying here. She would be very young here. So this would be a very, very, like, hard to remember thing. Barry scanned for theirs, but there were more displays than she could count, and she had no idea which ship she was even looking for. Which one is it? Barry asked. Fee pointed to a name on one of the holographic displays. That one, Captain Clara's, Fee said. Barry's lips curved into a smile. She scanned the holograms again. Dock 777, Barry read out loud. Got it. They soon entered a lift, whose metallic glass door slid open. It rose quickly, and Barry saw the sea of people shrink. And for a moment, Barry swore she spotted Auntie Riri and Auntie Galeen with Queen Andromeda. Maybe it was her imagination. The lift soon passed by several levels. Barry caught glimpses of ships, some shaped so oddly she wanted to study them up close, others barely registered in her mind. The lift hissed open as Barry was trying to figure out how a pyramid-shaped ship could fly. So when again here, looking at the pacing, we have the opening paragraph with Barry being up in a room and stretching and should be excited, but we're being told she can only think about her mom. We have almost, well, actually we really don't. Wait, hold on. We have two short paragraphs about her mom being dead. We then have the thing with Sunreal, an interaction with Sunreal. And that's not even a full page. That's about a little over half a page. And then we have Barry and Sunny leaving to go to the place. And that's just a few paragraphs. And then they are at the place. We've lost Sunny. We are now with Fee. And we're hanging out and we're good and we're just finding our ship. That's why I'm like, wait, the pacing's a little off. Everything's happening very, very fast, and Barry's just always in whatever moment you are writing her in. She's not even... they're just two happy little girls being like, Fee! Barry! And hugging. And then they're going like, oh god, what could it be? Oh god, I'm gonna look at these ships. Yeah, Sunny vanishes again. It's just whatever 2 seconds Barry is in, she's only focused on those 2 seconds. Compared to how awkward is it? Is she worried having just lied? Hi, thank you so much for the sub, Aarons. Is she worried after having just lied to Sunreal? And worried about this trip that she has to go on where she has to keep up the lie of not helping and saving her mom and her dad and saving everyone that she knows that she could lose. Of like, she has to now pretend that she's not gonna do that. And Sunreal's like right behind her, right? They're walking side by side next to you. How awkward is it, like, when you like split up from like a friend that you part on good terms with and you both go to turn and you're walking in the same direction? That feels weird. And that's not even a weird situation. She's like, oh, oopsie, we say goodbye too soon. This is like, someone's just asked you, hey, we're gonna go on an epic quest. You could die. By the way, when we get the thing that could save your dead mom, you can't use it on her. Hope that's okay. I know it's a lot. I hope that's fine. I hope that's okay, bestie. She just said, sure. And now they are walking, and Sunreal is right there, and like the sweat buildup of like, oh god, like what is gonna happen here? Like, how is she gonna pull this off? How is Sunreal her enemy now? Is she gonna go against Sunreal? There's a lot of like internal stuff here. I'm not even sure if it's making things a blur. If it was a blur, you could do that in a very quick paragraph and mention how things passed by in a blur. That, you know, she's like really like coming to like in an elevator. She didn't remember which floor they were on. She's like kind of spacing out about numbers. You could make it a blur if you did want things to go in a blur. This hasn't been a blur. This is her suddenly being like, oh, hi, Fee. Oh my god, girls' day. We're gonna go find our ship. Oh my god, did you see this super cool pyramid one? Oh my god, yeah, I'm so spacey and forgetful. Blah, ADHD, am I right? She's just in girl mode. She's just on a trip now. She's just hanging out. Everything from before has just completely gone. It's completely gone in Barry. She's just spacing out and looking at anything else. They can also let them help their mother once and then destroy it. Like, she could even make the argument of, oh yeah, like, we could just help my mom and then destroy it. Even the thing of like, well, wait, if you're not gonna let me help my mom, why am I going on this adventure? Like, why else would I be doing this? I have a job here. I have a career here. I still have family here. She still has Auntie Riri here. She still has everyone else. She still has all this cool stuff she could be doing instead. You've been here since January? Oh my goodness. So really, really thinking about character motivations. What are the character motivations? If Sunreal is worried, hold on, let me take a sippy. If Sunreal's on the plane here as a character and going like, hey, for some reason, whatever reason, Barry has to come. If she's the chosen one, if she's the super special descendant, whatever reason, Barry has to come. Because Sunreal might not want Barry to come on this journey at all, right? That could be a character motivation too. But if we're going with the thing of Sunreal does want Barry to come, you have to also think of her. Like, okay, I'm Sunreal, I've just lost my brother, this person I need on this epic, cool quest with me to collect the golden fleece of Crius. I need her to come. She's just lost her mom. I know she doesn't have a dad around anymore because he's dead. Do you tell her? Do you tell this new person you've only known for 5 days, hey, by the way, come on this epic quest with me, and by the way, we can't use the cool thing to save your family and your loved ones? Or if you need her, do you tell her like, oh yeah, it can totally bring back deceased ones, it could totally bring back your family. Gosh darn, if only we went on an epic quest for the golden fleece of Crius. And then after you're there and you've gotten the fleece, do you then look at her and be like, hey, by the way, sorry, we can't use this on your family, we have to destroy it? Should Sunreal lie? That's one of the things, right? If that would work with her motivations. Sunreal's why, because she's used the fleece before and knows its limits and the dangers connected to it. See, that could be a bit too. Knowing character motivations, do all the actions they take ring true to that? Should Sunreal want Barry to come? If she does want Barry to come, why? Why would she want her to come? Should Barry, who only wants to save her family, should she want to go on this quest? And if so, what could Sunreal say or do to make Barry want to go? Yeah, so be aware of character motivations. It'll save you a lot of heartache. Let's see. And she had no idea which ship she was even looking for. Again, like we could have, I've said before, like Barry can know things. She can know which ship they're looking for. Which one is it? Barry asked. Fee pointed to a name on one of the holographic displays. That one, Captain Clara's, Fee said. Barry's lips curved into a smile. She scanned the holograms again. Dock 777, Barry read aloud. Oh, did I already read this part? I did. She thought she saw Auntie Riri with Auntie Galeen and Queen Andromeda. Maybe it was her imagination. Barry was trying to figure out how a pyramid-shaped ship could fly. Pyramid-shaped ship could fly. I don't know why that one's so hard to say, but it is. They spilled out into a higher docking bay, and the sight hit Barry like a gale. Platforms stretched wide as city blocks, crowded with crates and people. A constant din filled the air. It was chillier at this height, though not unbearably so. Barry barely noticed. Not once she saw it. Should this be part of this sentence? Past a barricade of red crates, towering with masts and sails and wings gleaming against the suns. Two sailed wings jutted out like silent blades waiting to unfurl. Thrusters were nestled at its stern like coiled muscles ready to strike. Its name gleamed in pink gold letters along the metallic hull. The Maiden's Voyage. Hi, Shadow. Fuck you, why are you mentioning what food you're getting to me? You're getting McDonald's for dinner plus a large fry and a large drink. Oh my fucking god. Why are you guys tormenting me? I was doing so good. I wasn't mentioning food. I wasn't saying shit about food. I ate before stream. I had soup. I was full. I was full. I was good. It's cheaper than Domino? What the fuck are you getting at Domino's? No, Domino's is normally cheaper. If you get like the fucking deals they have at Domino's, you can get like the, oh my god, what fucking is it? Like 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas. And it's like not even like 15 bucks or something. It's like crazy. You're eating hamburger helper. You're cooking hot dogs right now. Oh my fucking god, what's wrong with you, raccoons? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Oh my god. Crispy? Oh my god, I really want it crispy. Fuck it. Hold on. Alexa, get Ari. Delivery is nearly 30 bucks for you? Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god, just go pick it up. Just go pick it up at the store. You're already going to McDonald's. Just go to Domino's instead. What's wrong with you? Oh my god, you get so much more food from Domino's for cheaper. That's crazy. Roots. All the raccoons are talking about food. And now I want french fries. Otherwise I'm gonna die. Live here on stream. You don't want that, right? Yeah, I probably would. They say hi. It's like 26 bucks without delivery. What are you getting? Why would you get one large pizza? Like I said, just get the 2 medium pizzas. 2 toppings. There you go. There you go. It's so much cheaper at Domino's. You gotta play the game. Am I just better at being poor than you? Why do I know these tricks and you don't? What do you mean? You get so much more food with less money. Domino's in Texas is expensive. They're doing Captain My Captain for you, Roots. Oh god, you want chili cheese fries? Everyone shut up. Everyone shut up. I know some of you have your little fucking raccoon little thingies on the keyboard and you're typing up more food suggestions in chat. They say everything in Texas is bigger in Texas, prices included. This is fucking bullshit. I'm so mad at you guys. A poor Max. You're debating on making fried hot dogs? Do you make them well? That's the first question. Let's see. You can make a whole dinner with $6. You need 6 whole bucks to make dinner? Shadow! Yeah, I don't know what Shadow's doing over here. Shadow, what are you doing? That's too many tears. Oh my god. Where was I? Oh my god. You were too little to remember this, Roots. But genuinely, before we got the diagnosis for Papa Cryptid's cancer, he was in the hospital, but he first went to the hospital for what we thought was food poisoning. From having, because he was a trash panda. He was a little raccoon, he wanted to eat all the garbage. Mama Cryptid told him not to eat it. But he got, do you remember, was it Walmart sushi? Was it like, it wasn't Costco sushi. He got like super cheap sushi from like a bad place. That's like, why would you get sushi from there? Yeah, like some 7-Eleven, Walmart. He ate like trash sushi and then wasn't feeling good. So we thought like, oh, like it's food poisoning. Eventually it got so bad he did go to the hospital, and then like the people after a while were like, hey, it's not food poisoning. And then everyone was like, what do you mean it's not food poisoning? And they're like, we don't know what it is, which is the worst thing to be told at a hospital. Like, to be told, like, we know something's wrong, but we don't know what it is the worst answer anyone can give you at a hospital. Oh my god. And yeah, anyway, after a long time and a lot of help from Mama Cryptid, Papa Cryptid had to be special. He got one of the fucking rarest forms of cancer. And he had to fit, like, all, like, outside the parameters of people who got... It was, like, all weird. It's like, oh, normally not people this age. Oh, wait, Roots, come back! Roots! Roots, I'm so sad. I'm just a girl. I'm so fragile. I'm all out of water, and I can't get up and just go fill it up myself because I'm so sad. I love you. Oh, my God. I am a sad Victorian child. I'm a sad little Victorian cryptid. Oh my god, wait, someone has cookies? Oh my god.
You did have a sacrifice of cookies?
Ooh, sacrifice cookies. Yes. Thank you, Roots! I'm talking about fruit pizza. A sugar cookie crust, whipped icing, fresh fruit. Let's see. I had the chance to have brain cancer. Don't phrase it like that. Oh my god. 6 deer would be amazing to have. It might last like 2 months. Oh my goodness. You think you have something no one ever have and thought it was cancerous? Oh my god. So you put a picture of this fruit pizza in Hobbies. Ooh. On my foot, and they legit thought it was something else and was cancerous. You probably say like, oh, I have the chance. You just say like, oh yeah, like I have an increased risk to get cancer. But saying like, oh, I have it like as I have the chance. It sounds like a lottery chance. Like, oh, I have a chance to win $1 million. I have a chance to have brain cancer. It just sounds bad. You could even just say like, oh yeah, like certain forms of cancer run in my family. I'm an increased risk to get it. That's more the normal way to say it. Don't be like, I have a chance to win it, to win big. What's the big prize? Cancer. Oh my god, no. Hiding bribing with pizza? Definitely Italian. Now I gotta pull this up. I can't pull it up on my computer. The computer's not loading Discord for some reason, so I have to do it on my phone. Let me see what this is. Oh, it's itty bitty slice. Itty bitty slice. Oh, it's so cute. It looks so fancy. It looks like something you would have at like when you have like tea. When you have like little tea parties and stuff. I possibly have black lung attack from lung related stuff. Do you work at online? Oh my god. Do you know what's crazy? Everything medically with Papa Cryptid side of the family, which remember, Papa Cryptid is, even though he is my father, even though that is my dad, he's not my biological dad. He's my adoptive father. On technically. But everything from his family that could be passed on, I have gotten, even though I am not related to that side of the family. Like, there's the thing, a lot of the women on that side of the family have really, like, horrible eyesight, like, Papa Cryptid's mom, so that's, Grandma Cryptid, like, completely lost sight in one eyeball, before she passed away a few years ago, and 100%, they're, like, looking at my eyeballs, and they're like, So, like, how do you see your future? Do you see your future with, like, 2 fully functioning eyeballs? Or, like... Because if you're seeing that future, you need to adjust your prescription a little bit. That's not going to happen. There's again, got a lot of, like, the brain stuff from Papa Cryptid. Anything that, like, we could have... It's all just been passed down, and I had to, like, so as they ask for my, like, medical history and stuff when I see new doctors and stuff, and I had to be like, okay, technically we don't know half the family tree genetically, but also it's, as far as a bingo card goes, it's been hitting a lot of stuff. Equivalent exchange. You also have the worst eyesight in your entire family on both sides. Yeah, see, oh my god, it's just horrible stuff with eyeballs. You're like, god damn it, I need these. I want these. I started off life seeing. I'd like to continue seeing. And your eyeballs just say no. It's horrible. It's my right eye is the bad one. It's comically bad. The name gleamed in pink gold letters along the metallic hull. The Maiden's Voyage. It was beautiful. The most beautiful thing Barry had ever seen. The gangway gleamed under her sandals as she stepped onto it. Up close, the Star Sailor's scale made her throat tighten. It was like 2 coliseums in size. She'd never felt so small. She actually has you describe in more detail of Barry being shocked and the amazement of it, and how it's the most beautiful thing Barry saw, and how her feeling like she's small in comparison. You go into 3 paragraphs of description of Barry's emotional state, seeing the Maiden's Voyage, the ship, which is actually more than we got from Barry's dead mom. And I think very much it's because you, the writer, like talking about this cool ship and the adventure that's gonna be the Maiden's Voyage, compared to Barry's dead mom. We actually have more, we physically have more on the page of Barry looking around at what do the other starships look like? What do other star sailors look like? What are all these other people? What are these other races? What are all the people she's interacting with? How amazing is it to see the ship? And Barry's dead mom is like, okay, what's the minimum I can do here? You know, HFY? What's that? Yes, the pirate eye tends to drift with the waves. I remember me eye patch from me days. The lazy eye buccaneer. Oh my god. Literally, if if my eyeball ever just becomes completely useless, if this is just like what's the point of it here besides for decoration? Because it is nice decoration, I won't lie. Like 100%, I am gonna have like such a cool gothic eye patch. I'm gonna make so many cool eye patches for it. It's gonna be amazing. What's so bad now? OMG. It's not, but for me explaining like, oh, you need to talk more about this. You're like, no, I already talked about it. What's there? I'm like, physically, in comparison, this is a nice way to kind of show it when you talk about this compared to some of the other things you, the writer, are interested in, but which one is Barry gonna be focused more on? Oh, the humans, fuck yeah. Is that the Space Australian series? Is that what it is? Space, like humans are space Australians? Is that what it is? There's a scene I might need to check. It isn't graphic, but it does slightly recap the end of chapter 9. Okay. We'll see it when we get there. Oh. She's shafted for a ship. Poor Tessie, man. Yeah. Where was I? It was around here. She never felt so small. As Barry rushed forward, she'd accidentally split two Silva. A Nixon man and his pregnant Silphar partner, locked in a heated kiss. I don't quite get how she could do that. If there's so much room, if this is such a huge thing, why was the only way to go in between these two people who are about as close as they can be, especially with a pregnant person? Like, if they're close enough to be lucky, there's not a lot of room here. She kind of had to purposefully barrel between them. Unless it's just so crowded. Just got a Domino's ad on YouTube. Yeah, the more they hear you talking about things, the more that stuff will pop up. 100%. The technology is listening to you. It's why I, compared to everyone else in the family, my accounts, any things with mine, I'll get a lot of baby ads. A lot of things for, like, baby diapers, a lot of things for, like, oils for, like, pregnant bellies and stuff. Things that are safe for new moms, baby clothes. I'll get so many baby advertisements, and I couldn't figure out why. It's because I always talk about the cats as they are babies. I'm like, oh, you have to let the babies out. Okay, oh, look at my baby. Oh, I love my babies so much. No, we have too many babies. We're not getting any more babies. I always call the cats babies. And so they're used to, on my accounts, hearing a lot of talk of the babies. It's the cats. So a lot of my ads is about baby stuff and cat stuff. Oh my god. Right? What was that, Roots? Right? They're like, man, it's been years of constant ads for baby stuff. Eventually, this woman who has a ton of babies has to buy baby stuff eventually, right? Our ad marketing can't be wrong. Oh my god, she keeps talking for years about babies. Eventually, she will buy our baby products. Oh, I thought you were about to make an announcement. So does apparently whatever, like, little ad agency AI thing is tracking me on all devices. Oh my god. So with the kitten nuggets, so like the babies that Luna had, Baba Yaga, I'll just call him Baba. When he was not even a year old yet, he was young, he was little. He kept having the issue. He wanted to be my snuggle buddy in bed, and that is Monkey. Monkey's one of my cats. That's Monkey wants to cuddle with me on the bed all the time when I go to bed. And Baba Yaga felt a certain way about it. And to show, like, dominance, or to show that he was unhappy with Monkey getting more attention in her spot than him, he was, like, every night, back to back to back, he was peeing in my fucking bed. I would go down there and I would find that he had just peed on the bed. I was furious. I was so mad at this baby kid because he kept doing it. I was about to put him in cat diapers. We were looking into it. We were researching it, like, Baba, if you don't shape up... I am willing to add this to cart right now. You better shape up, cat. The business person's over there like, one day, the countless budget we've spent on advertising baby products to this woman, one day it will pay off. Can you imagine? I had sent me the ultrasound image, and I sent you one back that wasn't yours. I'm gonna do if I ever do a session of any babies, I'm 100% gonna take the opportunity to just mail you an ultrasound thing, just to see your reaction. That would be hilarious. But no, Baba he's the only cat I've ever had. And my family has owned so many fucking cats. Oh my god. Only cat I've ever had in our family history where we were like, no, we are considering getting cat diapers for this little fucker. He was pissing me off so bad. Not to make a pun there, god damn it. But yeah, one time he drove me bonkers one day because he peed on the bed. I took off all the sheets. At this point, I already had like the little waterproof bed sheets because like we were expecting it of him to be peeing in the bed. So I took the sheets off. I stripped the bed, went into the garage to put them into the washer machine, right, to start washing them. Came back in. I was gonna put the new sheets on, and that little fucker was already on the mattress and it peed on my mattress, and I'm like, you motherfucker, how dare you. I was so mad. I had to like lift up the mattress. I was like frantically like googling how the fuck do I clean this mattress. Oh my god, I was so mad at him. I was so mad at that cat that day. I was looking at him like, I was so upset. I need to fix the lighting in here real quick. It's really dark. There we go. Okay. So we have had Barry rush forward. She randomly splits across to Silva, who, unless again we're seeing kind of like a later chapter. So I remember my critiques before being like, hey, you keep introducing a lot of the different races, but I don't necessarily always know what the races mean. They're not always described. So here we have the Silva. I don't know if previous chapters in this draft have explained what the Silva are. But then it then further differentiates them. It's a Nixon man and his Silphar partner. So I'm like, is that like a region? Is it like Silver's the elf races in general? So then what's the Nixon and the Silphar type ones? What is that then if not their race? Is it like a region, like you're a human but you're also a New Yorker? Is it like a region, or like a species / region? Human New Yorker, human Bostonian? In which case, how is she able to tell that? She only caught the sharp glare the Silphar shot her way. Somehow the Silphar woman reminded Barry of her mum. Images of the time her mom was pregnant surfaced. What? Barry began to wish she could erase all the memories just to escape even for a moment. Well, to be fair, she has escaped for multiple moments. She's had a fun little moment here with Fee. She's had a time here with the pyramid ship. She's had a couple moments. But what is this? At the time her mom was pregnant. Does Barry have a younger sibling? You meant pictures. Oh, okay. Because I was like, how is Barry remembering this? Did Barry's mom lose a pregnancy? Does Barry have a sibling we don't know about? Okay, that needs to be clarified. Because I'm like, how crazy is Barry's memory here? The ship teemed with life. Crewmates hurried about, arms laden with crates and tools. Barry spotted Exians, Citrixi, and Zentari. A Cyclonix strode past, her arms curled around a bundle of cables. Then Barry's eyes snagged. A human, the A's capital, with platinum hair that spilled free beneath a tricorn hat. A blue bandana knotted beneath it. A navy frock coat draped her torso, covering a pink blouse. Barry's eyes dropped to the sash at the woman's waist. That projector looks exquisite. Barry pointed at the flintlock-styled weapon. Blah, 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 blah. Blunted excitement coursing. I remember when what my mom looked like when she was pregnant with me. She was big. For Barry. Great quote from Barry in the year 2026. The woman turned, lips curling into a mischievous smile. Her voice, thickly accented, rolled like surf over stone. Aye, that it is, she grinned. Wait until you see her in action. Are you the captain? Barry asked. The woman gave a hearty laugh. You could say that. We've lost Fee. So we still lost Sunreal for a while. And now we've also lost Fee. You could say that. She extended a hand. First mate Grace Evie Nightingale. Or co-captain if you fancy yourself a wee bit of accuracy. Okay, so either she could just introduce herself as co-captain. Why, if it's the accurate title is co-captain, just say she's the co-captain rather than first mate. Then where's the captain? Sunreal asked. Okay, Sunreal's back here. She's just randomly appeared. Grace chuckled, the sound low and playful. Can I wait, lassie? Her voice dropped, eyes flicking toward the prow. Barry noticed the jade ring on her finger. I feel that, but I must. The queen was not lying when she said a Nabil was coming aboard. So cannot wait. I feel that, but I must. The queen wasn't lying when she said a Nabil was coming on board. Why is the but I must connected with the queen wasn't lying bit? Shouldn't it be connected with I feel that hyphen but I must? Because that's all about talking about how she can't wait. Yes, I suppose this must be a surprise for you, Sunreal said. You may call me Sunreal. Grace turned. Oi, Songbird, she called. Yeah, I got the fact she was saying I can't wait. I did understand that part. I was saying, I feel that, period. But I must. And then it's connected here. You've connected the but I must, talking about how she has to wait. But I must wait goes unspoken. Connected to the queen wasn't lying when she said a Nabil was coming aboard. Why is that part connected? Shouldn't it be I feel that hyphen, but I must? These two are where the hyphen should be, not where it was. That's what I was saying. Oi, Songbird, she called. Music Barry hadn't realized was playing stopped. She turned in the direction Grace was facing. At the helm sat a blonde woman, a long beige coat billowing in the wind. Oh, thank you, Roots. What? Ooh, nice. Okay, everybody, you guys are gonna hear me chewing again. This is all your fault. You guys get the food ASMR because you guys keep mentioning the food. Okay, she has a long beige coat billowing in the wind. She placed... I think it's supposed to be placed, not place. She placed a worn guitar down near the wheel, strode toward the steps nearby. Barry caught the sapphire and gray ring on her finger as the human descended. sapphire and gray. Are you saying she has a gray ring with a sapphire? Crunch, crunch, yeah. Girl. Oh. Yes, Shanty, she drawled, her twang playful, musical. She adjusted her yellow bow tie and her white top. Grace swept an arm toward the group. These are... About time the princess got here. Dawn light's burning, and I need to get this here ship flying. The human songbird said. Weren't they still putting stuff on the ship? Fee ducked her head as if she was suddenly questioning her eagerness. Sorry for making you wait, Fee said. She grabbed for Barry's arm. This is Barry Mintaka, my, friend. Clara's impatient. This still seems a little young for Fee, but Songbird's eyes found Barry. I think calling her Songbird's a little weird. We just know that she's the captain now, right? Captain's eyes found Barry. I know who you are. That crafter from Orion City the Queen's been jabbering on about. Her jade gaze pinned Barry. Name's Clara. Captain Clara Sadie Nova. At your service. That is quite a unique name, Sunreal said. Sunreal, you don't get to talk shit. Your name is Sunreal. Clara smirked as she scanned Sunreal. Ain't you the phoenix calling the dragon Ashy? I beg your pardon. Sunreal sounded almost offended. Sorry, habit. Clara cleared her throat. What I mean to say is, you're more unique than my name. Songbird, if we're talking names, you know, legally my name isn't actually Nightingale, Grace teased. Grace said. Yeah, you're... Hi, brothers. But her name isn't Songbird. It's the cute nickname that her partner gives her. Is Songbird. You just know she's probably the captain. She's the new one. She's the captain. We can just call her the captain. But we're not gonna know her as Songbird unless you actually want to do that. But it feels bit weird because that is another new character's nickname for her. We don't need to know her as that. Where this is mostly from Barry's point of view. My name isn't actually Nightingale, Grace said. Clara grinned and caressed her ring. Ain't that the truth? Grace caressed her ring with a smile. You two are married? Sunreal asked. Clara and Grace both grinned. They were already both smiling. Clara was already grinning. So they're grinning again. Clara's eyes slid back to Barry. Funny clothes for a crafter. Was expecting something more... Yeah, I know. It's not like I had time to get better clothes, Barry said. It's work-worthy, at least. Made it myself from Palladion. Oh, hey, thanks you for the hydrate or dihydrate. So does Barry still not have... If it's been, you said 5 days? Not in the category? Ooh, what did I do? Oopsie. I think I just got rid of the big walk category and I forgot to do it. Do we want to be in the writing category or do we want to try the just chatting category? We haven't tried the just chatting. Maybe I'll see. Maybe we'll get some new faces over here. If that doesn't work, then we can go back to reading and writing. I'm just an aimless streamer. Thank you for letting me know. I would not have noticed at all for like the next couple of streams. Oh my god. I would have been completely oblivious. Yeah, Lord knows, because half the time we're doing reading and writing and half the time I'm yapping, so both are pretty honest. So you said at this point in the day, Barry has known Sunreal for 5 days, timeline-wise. So if... I think it's roughly in your plot from what I remember, like the next day after knowing Sunreal. So about 4 days is when the attack happens, and they had to flee. So technically, Barry has had 3 days, let's say. It was about a day over here. I munching on some french fries, because Shadow mentioned fries earlier. So therefore, nom nom. I know, it's because everyone else was talking about food. And then everyone was talking about Domino's, and now I kind of low-key want pizza too, and I'm like, please, no. You're hungry? Well, yeah, you're at the gym. You're actually earning those calories. I'm not. Oh my god. But so I think she's had a couple of days, and also, if we're still going with the plot of the queen was setting this all up, the queen could have set up like, oh yeah, let's get some supplies for Fee and for my now not niece to go on this journey together. I think the queen could have supplied stuff. Make your inner self happy. Do what you got. I was so good. I ate before stream. I was full. And then everyone in stream mentions food. And then I'm like, ooh, now I gotta have food. I do the thing. I eat before stream just so I won't be hungry. And then you guys make me fucking hungry. Clara grinned. Blah, blah, blah. I can't say her name right. Paladion. Now ain't that impressive? Barry saw something flicker in the captain's eye. Try to give me a demonstration of them skills? My other crafter. Clara paused. She's... How do I put this nicely? A piece of work? Piece of work? Songbird, the lassie beat the shite out of the engine. With a shillag, Grace said. And shouted things I ain't understand, Clara said. Want me never to hire another Failwin. I still don't quite know what a Failwin is yet. So like I said, there's a lot of races that they're just introduced. But we don't really get any more info about what they are. Barry tilted her head to the side. Failwin. Clara nodded. What's your name? My best friend is a Failwin. Grace gave Barry a knowing look. I'd be shocked if you didn't know her. What do you mean? Her name is Bridget, Clara sighed. Suddenly, the Shayla comment made far more sense to Barry. Anywho, y'all. My cabin. I need to see Barry's skills in action. Yeah, I know that's what she is, Charlie. I think you're making me like, I think you're making in your head me ask questions, but those aren't the questions I'm asking. I know I know Bridget, because their names are still so fucking similar. I know Bridget is a Failwin. I know that. And anyone's gonna get that from this thing. I still don't know what the fuck a Failwin is. Is that a region? Is that a different species? What makes the species different from a Sylvan, from the others? It's never described in text. Are they shorter? Are they blue? Are they purple? Do they glow in the dark? Do they swim underwater? I don't know what a Failwin is. Or is it just like a region where they're from? Like, oh yeah, they're like New Yorkers. Yeah, don't tell me that in chat. Tell me it in the story. Tell me it in the story. I don't know what a Failwin is. You mentioned like you have the lore books. You have in the documents. You mentioned it in the text. You mentioned it when you're talking with me. Say it in the book. Say it in the book. In the book. I want to know what it is in the book. So like Clara says she needs to see Barry's skills in action. So why is everyone else going? In the book. No, you have to do it in the voice I'm doing it too. So it's like book, and you like a little hyphen, and it's like the UH. You say, instead of saying book, you say booka. In the booka. You need a PhD in this setting before you can enjoy the book. Oh my god. In the book. Heidenheart fucking nailed me. If I die right now, it's because Heidenheart fucking murdered me live on stream. In the book. Oh no, I've been called out. Do you guys realize? Oh, also it's 11:11 local cryptid time, so everyone make a little. So I've started in real life. I got so self-conscious because people in chat were noticing it when I do my little my little musical notes when I'm like just filling up empty air when I'm looking for stuff. And I started realizing when I do it all the time, so I started like muting my little doos, and now in my head I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna start I'm gonna start hiding my little sassy voice, and I'm like, in the book. To be like, oh shit, no way. Tone it down, chat's gonna notice. You wish for a book deal with at least 5 figures, hell yeah. Gosh, I had to do it on my phone. I can't see it on the computer. It's not working today. Oh no, my lo-fi. Didn't expect that reference here. Oh my god. It's just so funny. It had never been perceived before, so I never paid attention to how much I did it. Okay, general. And the cursed greenba. Was there something else I was supposed to do? What's happening? I see... Wait, did you rename me in the Greenba? In the Greenba server? Did you name me as Greenba? Zoe! Fucking dare you! Is this a joke to you? You dare fucking name me Greenba in the server? Oh my god. Banned. Banned for life. You guys wanted me to look at the Greenba server! And I said I wasn't gonna interfere in Greenba's career. So yeah, I follow Greenba. To be supportive. Or whatever. Now I'm regretting it. Yeah, I'm completely ignoring Shrek, but I hate that. I hate that so much. You had a little friend help? That's evil. That's horrible. You guys are both banned. You and your little friend. Be perceived. Look what happens when I get perceived. People start comparing me to Greenbot and Shrek. I don't know how to feel about this. Was it you, Heidenheart? Is that what I'm hearing from? Oh, are you a Monster Energy fanatic too? What flavor do you have? Most people who like Monster Energy, they have like a particular flavor they're obsessed with. I say this because Roots is also one of those people, low-key. The only one of my kind? Am I like fucking Tigger? In Winnie the Pooh? Am I the only one? You're both Red Bull and a Monster Enjoyer. Oh my god. That's destroying you from the inside. Oh, you never tasted Monster? I've tried it. I haven't found any that I like yet. The pink one is Rosa. That's the best one. Ooh. Roots likes the... It's like a white silvery can. I don't know what the flavor is called, though. It's just the white one. I'll take no comments or questions. I'll believe you. Roots has terrible taste, so who knows? That could be the worst one. That's just ultra white. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds right. Yeah, it's like the silvery can. You like Ultra Zero Guava? Ultra Zero Guava for Monster. And pink can, Red Bull Zero Sugar. Baby raccoon, that was actually really cute. They have a strawberry cream flavor? What? What? There's so many flavors. They come out with special flavors too, like limited edition flavors. Roots will collect those just for the cans. So they'll try the flavor, but even if they don't like the flavor, they'll still have the can. Barry caught the flicker behind Clara's eyes. Sharp, almost dangerous. A playful challenge danced in her grin. Barry could tell Clara wasn't just a captain. She was a storm, wrapped in sunlight. Okay, that's a lot of very intuitive stuff from very quick interactions and sometimes Barry, for not knowing people at all sometimes, or even having common sense, Barry sometimes randomly, because I think you, the author, want to describe these characters as doing cool things, Barry will then randomly, like, pick up huge emotional heavy weightlifting things of, like, how she's dangerous and playful, and she's a storm wrapped in sunlight, when most of the time Barry is... She's like me sometimes. She's sometimes the dumbest brick on the wall. And I mean that with love. I sometimes miss things, like, completely. Like, they just go right over my head. And sometimes Barry's like that a lot. And then randomly she's rolling, like, nat 20 perceptions on people. And I'm like, where is it coming from? It feels so inconsistent. Is Barry super, super focused and can read people easily and can pick up on those vibes? Or is she, like, struggling and out of her depth with all these new people a bit? I kind of wish there was a little bit more consistency in how she read people. It's called Strawberry Dream. Oh wait, that's actually really cute. That's cute marketing. I love the Viking berry monster, but it's not zero sugar. Ooh, you had this one once? The Strawberry Dream or the Viking berry? You had it at night at the bar, and now I know the flavor name. Ooh, hey, look at that, while helping each other out. Get out of here. Hi, Ghosty Roast. You cannot climb the back of my chair to escape your mother. That's not how this works. Your mother will still exist, and she will still hate you, Ghost. I'm sorry. Don't cry at me! Oh. Baby, it's just the facts. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I love you. Bye. Clara led them across the deck and down a set of stairs into the belly of the ship. They walked down a metallic hallway. Grace's Cavalier? How do you say that one? I'm not saying that's wrong. I just haven't had to say it out loud before. Let's see. Let's see. Cavalier? Oh, wait, no. Cavalier. Oh. Went to a club once and orders a half apple crown and half liquid ice energy. It tastes like a green apple Jolly Rancher. The bartender at the end of the night said she had never made it before, and like 6 people asked for one after they saw mine. You're a trendsetter. I love that. I love that so much. Oh, wow. See, this is why I don't fuck with hard liquor. I'm just a baby. I don't like most alcoholic things. Dear God, you think as a grown-ass woman I would, like, have gotten used to it already, but I'm like, no, why would I drink it if I don't like the taste of it? I'm such a fucking baby when it comes to alcohol. And then also I get a migraine super easily, so you don't drink beer or wine. What do you have margaritas? This is going back into Papa Cryptid's a bad influence. Since me and Roots were young, since like again like we were like little kids, he taught us. He had this fun gimmick of like, you know, like the parents would maybe go out grocery shopping or something. They'd be like, "Oh, do you guys want anything at the grocery store when grocery shopping?" And then the response that we were like trained to give would be like, "Beer, vodka." It's like little kids. Okay, what do you want for as a birthday treat? Beer. We'd be like 10. It's just been the gimmick for years. And we just keep saying like different alcohol things. Like, oh, okay, it's gonna be a special celebration. You're graduating soon. Like, what do you want? Margaritas. That's just one of the things he has. So we just say different alcoholic drinks. Even though, again, me and Roots, we actually don't drink at all, but we still say it. You knew a bird who was trained to shout tough shit in response to everything. Oh my god, that's great. Have you guys seen the death metal parrot? It's like a Korean African parrot. Oh my god, it's like saying like death metal with its owner. It's so great. Yeah, little kid shouting out margaritas. I think after the third friendship ending level fight started because I turned my filter. I don't know, and I love you so much. Oh my god. You like enjoying the night, so I babysit my peers. But only on special occasions I'll drink liquor. I'm so glad of so many of you realizing your limits and be like, I'm not gonna ruin the vibe today. Not this time. That's so funny. For me, it's my attitude, and I don't need to drink for that. And dear God, I think I'm still learning when to shut up with my attitude. Destiny, play the loudest song on the world. Really sounds bad at 3 a.m. That sounds bad at most hours of the day, yeah. That's funny. Light shone from the ceiling in a bright white display. The hall was long, and on either side were metallic numbered doors, spaced about 10 feet apart. Barry could only assume that these were the crew cabins. At the end of the hall was another door. As Clara led them through the door, Barry's eyes were greeted by the grand cabin. Windows lined the room on the far side. A wooden desk rested near the windows, various pieces of technology scattered across its surface. You hope you don't need to drink alcohol today? You never need to. That's what I said, like, even I tried it, like, a little bit, and then it just wasn't for me, so I don't really drink. Roots has tried sips here and there at different stuff, but they don't really drink. It's just a thing. I have plenty of friends my age too who are just like are not drinkers because they don't really like it. It's expensive. We don't have a fuck ton of money, and none of us really like it. So it's like, eh. Oh hey, thank you so much for the follow. The one time you drank liquor all night, you drunkenly put my friend in an arm bar. Then when you escaped the armbar, I slipped off his wrist and pulled an ankle off. Oh no. Yeah, I'm still a little shocked over 380. I'm trying not to look at it. Oh, thank you so much, Ami, here for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, don't ever feel pressure to drink. Don't feel pressure to do drugs. Don't feel pressure to do anything, really. Like, honestly, is it just me, or like there's a lot of those commercials and stuff and advertisements that were like teaching kids like, oh, say no to drugs and stuff because people are gonna peer pressure you into it. That like never happened. I did have friends like sometimes go up later high school, early college, be like, oh hey, do you want to try this thing? And I'd be like, oh no thanks. And I'd be like, oh okay. It was like so chill. You just said no thank you. And everything was fine. It's actually crazy. I never actually got like hardcore peer pressured, and I'm like, were other people hardcore peer pressure? They told me. Like, I feel like it was false advertising. You know how like as like a little kid when you were growing up with like Dora the Explorer and like all those other cartoons, and as a little kid you fully believed you would need to have like quicksand survival skills. That quicksand was gonna be so much more of a common everyday occurrence if you watched like a lot of cartoons as a kid. It was such a common thing when you were little watching cartoons. It happened to Dora the Explorer. It happened to I think fucking Blue's Clues one time. It happened everywhere. It was like in all the cartoon things. You're like, oh my god, I'm definitely gonna need to learn all this escape stuff from quicksand. It's gonna come in clutch one day. It's 100% gonna happen. It never does. And then same thing as you're older, they're like, oh, they're gonna offer you like hard drugs and underage drinking, and they're gonna peer pressure you into it. Say no to drugs, say no to this. And then the same thing that people are like, oh, do you want to try this? And you're like, oh no thanks. And they're like, okay. It was so chill. I thought life was gonna be so much tougher than it was in so many aspects. And that I was underprepared for like the actual hardcore stuff like depression and taxes. Those were the real final bosses they never tell you about. Oh, yeah. You've had more people try to pressure you into religion than into drugs. Where are all the free drugs I was promised, Nancy Reagan? I was yapping with Mash recently about Spencer's stuff, working at Spencer's. And 100%, if you work at Spencer's, it happens like once or twice every couple of months. Somebody from some religious organization will come in and try to like save you or like convert you. If they're like really young and dumb, they'll try to do stuff to your customers, and if they do that, then you can kick them out. But most of them are like knowledgeable enough, they know they can't do anything too crazy to the customers or else they'll get kicked out. So they try to do it to you, the employees. And I was just having so much fun with it at the end. I would do so much crazy shit with them. It was bad. I was a bad influence. Kids, remember, weed is good, but coaching is bad, so don't do some drugs, kids, and don't worry about taxes. Canadian government. No, I think this is also bad advice. This has to be bad advice too, right? It was so bad. There was some religious person. So most of them were Christian groups, like different types of Christian groups, but it wasn't just them. I did actually have a Buddhist group that came in and tried to convert us one time and tried to save us, and then also sold us books about Buddhism. So that was interesting. That did happen once. I watched a short film recently, an amateur film from like 2010s, and there was a vaping Jesus in it. Oh my god. There was to the point that my whole block was blacklisted by a specific religious chapter. You had Mormons try to convert you? Yeah. It's true. It's so funny. But yeah, so it's not just the group. I did have Buddhists one time do some like weird shit. But they were also younger, so I think they were just kids pulling a prank. But they did not break. They did not break at all. They seemed very genuine, in fact, that they were Buddhist and they were trying to convert and spread the religion and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. They didn't break even after questioning, which normally kids that age would break if it was a joke. So I'm like, oh, wow, they're actually holding up pretty well for it being a bit. The Amish were trying to convert you once. My great-grandmother tried to convert me from atheist to Catholic. That's also family. Family will do that. They send young adults out to war to literally do that. They almost compete to see how many conversions they can get. Oh, wow. You have the insider knowledge of Mormons. Oh, yeah. Mormons definitely do that. It depends. The Amish are chill as fuck. It depends. 100% depends what area you're in. Yeah, you can never like paint any like one group with a broad brush, as they say. So like there's obviously nuance in different groups. There's good and bad people in every type of group that you'll find. Some groups of the Amish, 100% so chill, so amazing, so fantastic. They're wonderful. 100% that is true. There are some groups of the Amish where it's just like, ooh, that's crazy. There's actually like a lot of like sometimes animal cruelty that happens in it too, where like a lot of like animal auctions and stuff, it's just the animals that have managed to survive some like crazy conditions from whatever section of an Amish community they were in. And then other areas, they're like, no, like, we love our animals. Like, they work for us, and we, like, respect them and take care of them. And other Amish communities take wonderful care of their animals. It just depends. So that's what I say. It kind of depends on your community. Oh, they hate that. All the Amish are not religious to any outsiders, which is nice. That is really nice. I like that. Yeah, it just depends on which groups that you're near. They're all a little different. Like with any group of people, they're all a little different. Please, cats, do not step in this ketchup later. Please do not step in this ketchup later. I'm putting it out into the universe. Do not step on that ketchup later. Please. So I think this place that we're coming up to, I think I remember in the earlier drafts, was the more Treasure Planet themed one. So let me see. Hold on, let me take a sippy. You'll find little red planets. Think it's blood, then panic. 100% will. Oh my god. They've done shit like that before. It's so bad. Let's see. Bridget getting lectured? Okay. Scattered across its surface, Barry's eyes found the crystal ball on the desk, perched on some sort of pedestal. She heard Sunny's whisper gasp as she too spotted the crystal ball. Bookshelves made up one side of the grand cabin, filled the brim with books of all kinds. That one's worded a little funny. I would double check that. On the other side, Barry made out a bed large enough to sleep four. It was partly obscured behind a red curtain. On the other side, wait. So the back wall is the window. Yeah, it's the far side. That has the desk. I'm gonna say one side, let's say the left side has the bookshelves. So in front, on the far side's the window, the desk. Let's say the left has the bookshelves. The right randomly has the large bed. It's not like in a separate little off room. It was partly obscured behind a red curtain, and wedding pictures lay nearby it. Near the bed, closer to the desk, rested what appeared to be an adamantine safe. Clara approached her desk, sitting at the floating wooden chair. It seemed almost like a throne. Clara crossed both her arms and legs as Grace lingered at her side. She gestured at the pedestal where the crystal ball rested. "This thing is how I navigate." This thing is how I navigate. But Clara didn't need to finish for Barry to find the problem. What Barry had originally thought were scattered pieces of the tech were actually pieces of the pedestal. This woman was just talking about how she's in a rush to have already left while they're still actively packing up her ship. And her navigation device is broken. Okay, Clara. Did you try fixing it on your own? Barry asked as she drew closer. Clara sighed. Why is everyone asking me that? You're not good at fixing things, Songbird, Grace chuckled. We built this here ship, didn't we? Clara countered. Well, now I'm questioning the ship integrity. Aye, but building is not fixing, Grace replied. Barry began meticulously examining each piece and replacing them. Whatever Clara had been trying to fix, she'd managed to make it worse. It was like Auntie Riri's prosthetic arm every time before Barry had been begged to fix it. How did you come across the uranometria? Sorry, whatever that word is, Sunreal asked. There was a hint of terror in her tone. Okay, so this is spooky. So we do have Sunreal, but I think we have lost Fee again. I think Fee's gone. Clara smirked, and her eyes told Barry she hadn't expected the question. That device? Barry glanced at Sunreal. What's that? A device that can locate anything, Sunreal said. In the wrong hands, this is extremely dangerous. I must insist on knowing how you came across it. I was not letting you said the story of how you blacklisted your neighbor. Can you say it in the Discord? Maybe it's just a Twitch thing. Bed near this wall, doesn't matter how big. Okay. Long story, Clara admitted, but it ain't one I want to share right now, Nabil. Barry's mouth opened. How'd you know Sunny was... Barry, you were right there when they mentioned she's a Nabil. Grace glanced at Sunreal. Barry's right here. The Queen wasn't lying when she said a Nabil was coming aboard. Yes, I suppose this must be a surprise for you, Sunreal said. You may call me Sunreal. Like, they literally... It's just, like, 2 pages ago. Probably just internet knowledge. Buff and you can fight? A man of many talents. Clara waved toward the bookshelves. I read maps, history books, myths, you name it. It's a big galaxy. Ain't no shortage of books talking about them Nabil. Her eyes returned to Sunreal. I know this here device is a Nabil artifact. But trust me, it's better in my hands than who could have it. It's better in my hands than who could have it. That one could be rephrased a bit. What do you mean? Barry rewired the pedestal. If this thing belongs to Sunny's people, why not just let her have it? Barry, are you 5? Barry, it's because it's now hers. Ain't Frixa tell you about them wyvern corsairs? Clara asked. The wyvern corsairs, Barry whispered. Yeah, Auntie Riri and Mum both told me about them. Good, be a real shame if they didn't. Them wyvern corsairs ain't exactly a crowd you'd want to run into. Clara's tone grew tight. Found the device back when I was... How do I say this here? We had a wee bit of trouble with them a while ago, Grace said. Yeah, that, Clara said. Mum and Auntie Riri told me they fell. So, why are the wyvern corsairs an issue? They're a dead empire. I don't know why she's screaming here. Barry asked as she tried powering on the pedestal. It's your hidden area? Maybe it's my area hidden. Oh! I was like, your hidden area? What's that code for? It's my area hidden. Excuse me. Just because them pirates lost their empire don't mean they ain't still a threat. Clara tilted her head, showing a sickly scar slicing across her neck. Barry's breath hitched. Got this here as a parting gift from one. As Clara finished, the pedestal flickered to life. Barry couldn't help the pride. But even still, the pedestal sparked. Clara clapped her hands. Now, I don't think we're getting far without a map. Considering we ain't got one, we need the Nabula's help with navigation. Her gaze found Sunreal. So where's this here Lost Fleece located? Lost Fleece located. How'd you know we... I got methods, Clara smirked. No, where's our heading? Sunreal seemed to hesitate. I wish this was not the case, but we are going to the uncharted region. So, like, even here, unless it was mentioned in an earlier chapter, this would be a great time just to have some text, some Barry's thoughts, some of Barry's memories, saying what about the Wyvern Corsairs are bad? Are they the most murderous group? Were they like an empire, a planet that was set out to like ravage all the other planets through piracy? Are they independent mercenaries with no morals and stuff? Like what's going on here? Like that would be a part to say. I think there's always this thing of like, oh, I have to say it in like dialogue, or it has to be read in a book that the character reads. It can just be 2 or 3 sentences here about it. I do have backstory connecting the Corsairs to Barry's dad and to Auntie Riri. Okay, that's great, but was that mentioned in the previous few chapters? That's what I was asking. Like, unless it's already been mentioned in the first 5 chapters, I think this is chapter 6, this would be a great place if this is the reader's first time hearing about the Wyvern Corsairs. Explain in like 2 to 3 sentences what Barry knows about the Wyvern Corsairs, rather than having them have to physically say out loud in dialogue what it is. Let's see. Where's this here Lost Fleece located? Don't you know? We're going to the uncharted region. Clara's brows knit. Ain't narrowing it down much. The uncharted region ain't small. She gestured to the device. The uncharted region ain't like the rest of the galaxy, too. Do you know how hard it is to navigate a place with stars that disappear? It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. Except the haystack keeps appearing in the neighbors' yards. I cannot tell you the precise coordinates, Unreal finally admitted. I am not certain the world in which it rests is still where it was. Clara groaned. Do you know how unhelpful that is? I am woefully aware, Sunreal sighed. Barry thought. That's the full sentence there, it's just Barry thought. If Sunreal was unsure where this world was, who or what did? There had to be some clue. After all, no location was ever unfindable. That was just fact. I'm not sure that's fact. She reached into her bag, thought maybe one of her books might hold an answer. Is she gonna read another book here? Okay, Maddie, be honest with me, is she gonna read another book here? Barry's fingers brushed against something metal. She grasped. Did you mean to say like she gasped? Like she had a breath of air? Or do you mean to say like she grasped it? The data stick. I think I might have an idea, Barry said, pulling the data stick from her bag. They're just gonna realize the map here? Clara's jade eyes sparkled with curiosity as Barry handed her the data stick. Ain't seen markings like this for a while. Okay, so Clara knows it. You know these? Barry asked. Clara's eyes returned to Barry. These are classical Sylvan tongue, if I ain't wrong. She glanced at each of the markings. Ah, definitely each of 12. She tapped one. This one here, I think I know it, but... She connected the data stick to the pedestal. So, were they all just on this boat, this chartered boat, and they had no idea where they were gonna go from anybody, and Barry just happens to remember the data stick? Because I think in the earlier draft they went in with the intention. They knew the data stick would take them there. What was there a purpose for the switch up? I remember in the earlier draft they knew the data stick could be the direction it had the coordinates for the Fleece of Creus, and they were gonna use it to get to it. Was there a reason for the change? Move the data stick to the pedestal. The crystal ball shimmered and light exploded from it. An image of the galaxy shimmered before their eyes, complete with 12 spiral arms. Along one of the bottom spirals, a dot was highlighted. Barry could only assume this was Exia. She watched as the path highlighted itself, moving anti-clockwise and lighting up any nearby world. The path kept going until it neared the spot where 4 of the spiral arms met. So it's not just one circle when it's 12, it's only some of them meet up with this one. Okay, okay. Leaving now for kickboxing? Nice, nice. Take it easy, be safe. I was going to use Sunreal. The bear uses the data stick to give the coordinates. Hello, lady. Welcome on in. The idea is that the data stick gives them the general idea. I do remember that, yes, since the data stick is the mind of the of this little thing where the fleece is located. Hi. Right now we're critiquing Chatty Maddie's story in here. And we're on this particular part of the show. We're towards the end of chapter 6 here. And I'm just, I think I remember in an earlier draft of this, they went on with the intent that the data stick was going to give them direction. So I was asking, like, was there a reason for the change up in this draft of them all going blindly onto the ship and not knowing where they're going? Because if they happen to not remember the data stick here, they would just be, there's no adventure here, there's nowhere to go. I think they at least had the intention. I remember earlier drafts being like, oh, Barry's like, oh yeah, like the data stick could guide us somewhere, that's why it was so important to hold on to it. She was even gonna like research it at the Queen Andromeda's like library, because it was gonna give them info, and then it was gonna take them to the ship, and then the ship could read the data stick, and it was gonna guide them to most of the way there. And so then it was gonna help at the end. So this one though, they're all just going in blind, and then the data stick happens to work. That's why I was wondering, like, why the switch up between that earlier draft and this. So as they're here, they found a spot. As the path highlighted more, a large green nebula cloud, cyclone in shape, lit up. Well, Clara crossed her arms. Barry couldn't tell if it was from fear or awe. Maybe it was both. The Lightning Squall Nebula. That is something I didn't expect, Ray said. The Lightning Squall Nebula? Fee exclaimed. Oh, here we have Fee. We got Fee again. Let me rearrange. It's me rearranging scenes, but Clara was going on the presumption of using Sunreal. Barry likes using tech. Yeah, I got the idea Clara was going to use Sunreal. But Sunreal's just said, like, oh, I can't help you. Sorry, I can't give you exact shit. I just kind of genuinely, I don't know how to guide you here. And they're like, oh, well, shit. And then it happens to be Barry remembers the data stick. Is there a reason why Sunreal didn't remember the data stick? I mean, Sunreal's brother just died to protect this data stick. I'm a little... Why wouldn't Sunreal think of it? Barry's been holding on to it just for a few days. I think Sunreal could still... Unless Barry's been hiding it from Sunreal, I think Sunreal could be like, oh no, like, Barry, you still have the data stick. Plug that in, that'll get us, like, 90% of the way there. Sunreal isn't wanting to have it used. Ooh. If Sunreal didn't want it to be used, that could be a really good detail to add in here. Right now we only have, like, Clara's, like, interested. She has curiosity here. But that could be a really good detail. Like, Sunreal's like, oh, no, wait. Right now there's no thing of Sunreal trying to stop it from being used. But if Sunreal is trying to keep it, then, like, yeah, like, have her try to interrupt. Have her to be like, Barry, no. And then Barry's like, what? This will help us. And Barry's just kind of being naive about it. That could be a good little mixture, because Sunreal kind of gets lost here, but we have Fee again, which is good. We were losing Fee for a while. I think Fee's actually been gone since we got in the room. Yeah, I think Fee's been gone almost the entire time they've been in the room. So this is the first time we've had Fee in a while. Because the uncharted region is the most dangerous spot in the galaxy. But yeah, I'll add that. I'm not sure what that's in reference to what I said. I did get the fact that it is mentioned, like, oh yeah, this seems like it's a dangerous spot. The uncharted region's spooky and dangerous. And also this lightning squall nebula seems like it's a big deal. So that part I wasn't questioning. The lightning squall nebula, Fee explained. You mean the most dangerous storm in the entire galaxy? That lightning squall? Do you know of any other lightning squall nebula, Princess? Sunreal asked. Again, same thing of, like, a lot of the world buildings being explained in dialogue. And this is a book, right? It's not a movie play, so we don't have to make the characters verbalize every bit of world building. Some of it can just be like prose. It can just be in the wording. Sunny not wanting to have the data stick being used because the uncharted region is the most dangerous spot in the galaxy. I'm a little confused. Wait, so Sunreal doesn't want the data stick to guide them because the region they're going through is dangerous. But don't they have to go through the dangerous spot regardless? Even if Sunny was just guiding them, they would still have to go through this region, I'm assuming. Okay, then that's the reason here. It's not, oh, because the spot is dangerous, they're going to go through the dangerous spot anyway. You're saying her reason is she wants to be a gatekeeper. That's the logic. That's what's happening here. She wants to be a gatekeeper to info. And even then, that still needs to be described. Her being like, oh shit, or Barry no, or Barry don't. We still need that interaction from Sunreal. That's Sunreal acting that way isn't here in the book. That's just you explaining it to me in the Twitch chat, but it's not here in the book. Because yeah, I was like, well, the first reason they're gonna go through the dangerous spot regardless of if they use the data stick or not. But yeah, if Sunreal wants to keep the info to herself and be a gatekeeper, then I think next step is, well, then Barry probably shouldn't have the data stick. It should probably be Sunreal has the data stick. I think I even remember that from your editorial report that I gave you of like, hey, why Sunreal's brother just died protecting this data stick. It was one of his last actions before he exploded in his ship to death, to smithereens. There's not even a body to bury. He just horrifically died. And the last thing does is this data stick. That should be, Sunreal should want to, like, keep the data stick that her dead brother just died protecting. But instead, Barry's always carrying it around and forgetting that it's in her bag. And if you're saying her characterization is Sunreal wants to be the gatekeeper to info, to knowledge, I think it makes even more sense for Sunreal to be, like, holding on to the data stick rather than Barry. It doesn't quite make sense for Barry to be holding on to it. Especially over 5 days that she's known Sunreal. Do you know of any other Lightning Squall Nebula, Princess? Sunreal asked. Just Delphi or Fee, please. Fee nervously corrected Sunreal. Barry continued to watch the device. The path ended at a planet beyond the lightning squall, somewhat deep in a space consumed in a large, multicolored cloud. It was a blue planet, dots of dense green scattered across its surface. Oh, it sounds like planet Earth. That there planet. Clara's eyes were sharp. Barry leaned forward. What is that planet exactly? Ain't sure, and I'd hate to speculate, Clara said. But there's many rumors. Okay, so if there's rumors about that planet, then you're pretty sure about what planet that is. Oh. Sunriel shouldn't know Barry has it until the scene. Weren't her and her brother just dying to protect this? Wait, so in Sunriel's point of view, her brother and the data stick are destroyed, and she's just hanging around. She's just wandering. She has no knowledge that this thing still exists. And aren't the people hunting for it though? Aren't they looking for the data disk, the data stick, whatever it's called? So doesn't she have to like kind of know it's still okay? But there's many rumors. That's when the path ended. Lit up a bipedal shape in the planet's ocean. Wait, the path ended at a planet beyond the lightning squall. And that's when the path ended. So the path ends twice, or are there two different paths? Lit up a bipedal shape in the planet's ocean. What's that? Fee asked. Barry's heart raced. Is that an automation? Automation. Yes. She caught Sunriel's face paling, and Clara's grin curled. Oh, Clara sounds evil. That? Delphi asked tense. They're real? Yeah, I mean, no one's made one in a while, though. Barry stared at the bipedal shape. They're hard to make. Barry's gaze found Clara, who seemed to nod toward her words. Her stomach tightened. Yeah. I think that means with what I've read, but it's what I've read. There are two famous ones from the age of 12. Okay, the planet is the planetary destination, yeah. The automaton? Fucking hell. Why is my dyslexia like this?
Automaton.
Automaton, there we go. I keep wanting to say auto. Automaton. If I just say it enough. Maybe one day I'll have my two brain cells work together and I'll remember it. Automaton. But I wasn't asking about that, though. The automaton's where the fleece is. I didn't have a question about that. What was that in reference to? The path ended at a planet beyond the lightning squall, and that's when the path ended, lit up a bipedal shape. Should it be lighting up a bipedal shape? Lighting up a bipedal shape in the planet's ocean? Automaton is. But yeah, it does have the path ended twice. Once at the planet, once at the thing in the planet's ocean. So it ends twice in like just a few paragraphs. I'll keep an eye on that. One stayed here on Exia, and the other was sent to the Nabule homeworld. This is... She gestured to Sunriel. Sunriel grew even paler. Same place our friend here is from, Clara said, voice low. Yeah, this is Clara speaking. Sunriel stayed silent, her breast shallow. Anywho, the one what stayed here on Exia? According to history, that went missing. No one's seen it in hundreds of thousands of years. Her eyes found Sunriel. I reckon you know both of them. Clara's coming across as kind of low-key evil. Yeah, it is Clara saying it. Again, we're having that trend of, like, the characters verbalizing to explain everything with the world and the history. Here, I guess it makes a little bit of sense, because she's kind of going at Sunreal a little bit, but it's just that trend again of, like, everything being explained in dialogue, rather than, like, Barry can just know things. Barry, as our narrator, as, like, our girl, can just know things and explain it to us in the prose of the book. Must we have this conversation? Sunreal's wings wrapped tight. Clara stood. Maybe you're right. But we have a heading now, so I reckon that's a start. A grin. Anywho, she softened as she turned to Fee. Princess Delphi, you're going to help our cook, Cassie. I'll go right away, Fee said, voice small. And y'all will address me and Grace as Captain or Ma'am. That clear? Clara's tone hardened. Yes, ma'am, Fee said. Clara turned to Barry. You're going with her. The Queen was very particular with her orders. Where Delphi goes, you go. Barry nodded. Yes, ma'am, but I'm a crafter. I need to have my hands busy. Barry, you're fine. Clara grinned. Well, since you're so kindly offering your services. My commission rates are, you're on a royal payroll, Mintaka. I think you can charge me. Ain't think you can... Are you trying to say think? Don't think you can charge me? Clara smirked. Learn to be a team player. I'll be taking full advantage of them crafter skills. After all, Bridget might, well, make more of a mess. Well, Briggy's more robotics, machinist and metallurgy, Barry said. And woodworking, apparently, Clara teased. So you'll clean up after her and make sure she ain't pummeling my ship. I ain't got the pockets to fund a new one. I think you can charge me. Ain't. Could you at least put like an AI? THAINK? There's not think. It's you ain't think. You ain't think you can charge me. Because you're trying to go for like a southern. Okay, deal, Barry said. Now be all staying with me and Grace, Clara said to Sunreal. I do not understand, Sunreal said. I am quite capable of handling my daily business without aid. I'm mighty sure can handle yourself. I'm mighty sure you can handle yourself. Trust me. But you know where we're going, and some of this here crew, I ain't trust them as far as I can throw a dragon. Clara slid open a drawer, slipped the data disk inside, and closed it with a firm click. And this here data stick stays here until I say otherwise. Understood? But I need that. Understood, Clara repeated. Left no room for argument. Do you mean like leaving no room for argument? Was this present tense? Or is this past tense? No, it's teased. Leaving no room for argument? Let me see more. Turned. Said. Maybe it is past tense. Barry sighed, annoyed. Yes, ma'am. Oh, that was Barry speaking. I thought it was still Sunreal. She hated flying blind. Now, Clara clapped her hands. If any of y'all need me, I'll be on the helm. There's still 2 crewmates unaccounted for, and I ain't leaving without 'em, Clara said, rushing out of the cabin. Barry glanced after her. She couldn't help it. Memories of her mum flooded in her mind once more. Oh wait, my lo-fi beats. Let me go back. Some of the moments of Barry thinking of her mum feel a little bit forced. And it's, again, only for, like, a sentence. And then it's, like, all the rest of the plot. And then it's, like, a shoehorned in sentence about her having a memory. And then it continues on with the plot. I'm wondering if there could be just more natural just throughout it. This should feel like Barry rather than just occasionally remembering, like, oh yeah, Barry should be sad about this. Let me write a quick sentence about it. I kind of want Barry's personality to be throughout the piece, rather than just randomly remembering, like, oh yeah, she's supposed to still be sad about this. Or, oh yeah, everything's kind of... I want organically Barry to have that strong voice throughout the whole thing. And same as the other, I don't want the characters to be missing. Fee and Sunreal are missing for multiple, like, sometimes pages, with them just being gone, where they're just off the page. So I think those are, like, the two main things I would point at, as far as, like, oh yeah, the characters are missing, and Barry still needs to be stronger, as far as, like, her voice, her personality. Clara and Grace, their main defining characteristic is they have different accents, and at the end, Clara seemed to be a bit more evil. I don't know if Grace was evil yet, if she was more henchman vibed. They're introduced around the same time, they're in the same scenes together, and they both have funny accents. They're both a little samey. But Clara was a little bit stronger, more distinct at the end, but more because she was coming across as more evil. She was coming across like, oh, she's probably going to be a villain later on down the road. Or at least antagonistic. She's going to have her own goals and ambitions that might be counter to our main characters here. Not necessarily evil, but at least, like, she's got her own shit. So they have distinct accents. I don't want to get, like, oh, like the physical voices with, like, character voice. They have distinct accents, and at the end, Clara was a bit more distinct. I was even actually wondering, do we need... Who's the other one? Clara and... Was it Grace? I'm always forgetting their names. Clara's the main one who interacts with them. Yeah, it's Clara and Grace. Clara's the main one who interacts with them in the captain's room. I'm wondering if it could just be them and Clara. If Grace could still be, like, above deck. Presumably, you know, like, keeping an eye on things, welcoming the guests, making sure everything's still, like, tip-top shape. Like, if Grace could still be running things on top. Seeing when their new guests, the last two arrivals, are going to come in, etc., etc. And it's mostly Clara. Now they're hanging out with, like, the main captain. In the captain's room, in the captain's quarters, and getting that interaction. And then maybe because they at least have different scenes, they'd be a little bit more distinct. But they're always, like, right next to each other in the two scenes they're introduced and throughout the chapter. I think if they had a little bit of breathing room apart from each other, they'd be a bit more distinct. That might help you a bit. Let's see, so we did... I don't think it's too similar to Treasure Planet here. I mean, I do still see, like, the references, but as far as, like, the exact, like, quotes being, like, kind of copy-pasted over, you've obviously changed the dialogue a bit, so, like, now we're not worried about, like, that too much. The words that they're saying are now distinct. Their conversations are unique to them compared to Treasure Planet. So I think that's okay now. I still see the references. You know, there's still the map scene, that's all fine. But again, those are, like, references. Those are okay to pull off. So I think that works. I just want it to logically make sense. Who logically should have the data stick? How did they logically think they were going to get to this destination before this scene happened? Did the queen tell them they have coordinates? Did they think Sunreal was going to guide them? Did Sunreal not know about the data stick? Everything's kind of, like, a little unclear. I think make it more clear of, like, what did they think the situation was going to be and what happened. Barry just remembering the data stick. She didn't actually even remember it. She was going for a book, and then her hand happened to touch it, and she was like, oh yeah, could this help? That scene, again, we don't want Barry to keep stumbling into the plot. We want it to make a little bit more sense for her. So even one of them remembering the data stick, or one of them planning to use the data stick, and the other one, like, planning something else. That would be stronger characterization. I veered strongly away enough. I mean, everything's still, like, the same. Remember, the only thing that I had trouble with was... It was it was copy pasted the dialogue lines from Treasure Planet. You copied the exact quotes, famous quotes from Treasure Planet, and now you don't have that. So yeah, now it's more distinct. So in that case, yeah, you're in the clear. What was the other thing? So yeah, we're not too similar to Treasure Planet now. We got rid of the quotes. We talked about Barry. Clara and Grace, we talked about them. They have distinct accents, but if they were separated in their scenes, I think that would be a little bit more clear for the characters. And then the only thing else is flow, the overall flow. I'm leaning on Barry having the data stick and using Lunarium as leverage to keep Sunreal from taking it. Lunarium. Okay, and having Clara wanting to use Sunny until the data stick, but then they're still assuming Sunny can navigate them, which who knows if she would be able to or not. Until the data stick. I forget what the Lunarium is. It's been a hot minute. What was I saying? The flow, I think we were already talking about a bit. Sometimes the flow is determined by you, the writer, and what you're interested in gets more screen time compared to what would matter to the readers and to Barry, because Barry's our eyes here. Barry's mom being dead, right, would probably have more screen time than some of the other stuff here. Going through Barry's eyes, going through Barry's point of view here, a lot of these scenes are probably going to be portrayed differently of somebody disassociating, of somebody kind of walking through it, of somebody being jarred and trying to distract themselves, of somebody with the constant memories and trying to purposefully distract themselves, someone being on edge, someone being sharper tone. Barry's always very nice in all of this, and she's dealing with grief right now and having to lie, and she's uncomfortable, maybe with lying to Sunreal. Is she gonna snap at anybody? Is she gonna be on edge? Is she gonna start continuing to lie and then like be panicking over keeping up with the lies to other people? You're leaning on the idea of Barry has no clue the data stick would lead them to the fleece, and is just guessing it will work with this machine. So once again, Barry just knows nothing. She's stumbling her way into the plot. She has no nose. She stuck her hand into her bag, found a thing, and said, "Will this work?" And it did. That's what. Why can't Barry know things? Barry's an adult. Barry's in her 20s. She's a person. Sunreal's brother died for this data stick. I'm just wondering what was the pivot here, because I remember the earlier drafts, and that was one of the few things where she did know stuff. They were planning to use, like, oh yeah, the data stick will lead us to the fleece. It was one of the few things Barry did know and had plans for. And now in this draft, you've actually taken more thoughts and knowledge away from Barry. I'm like, oh wait, Barry. Barry, please know things. I think I'm just pointing out, like, there's a lot of different revisions. Every time Smith, there's different things happening in the scenes. Like, you have done a full edit, but then I read over the edit, and I sometimes feel like I'm saying, like, the same things in multiple of the edits. Like, where's Barry's voice? Does that make sense for Barry? Does that make sense for the other character? Why are they doing this? Sometimes I feel like, wait. What happened to Barry knowing things? Maybe Lunarium can tell her, and then Barry remembers. Okay. I do think I remember some of the earlier advice I gave you is like, hey, you're at this stage in the revision process yet, rather than tiring yourself out doing a lot of revisions and then getting caught up, just constantly doing revision, like random scenes, and then forgetting to do a revision in this scene and getting caught up in all the micro little random snippets back and forth, to genuinely go off onto the side, write a summary page by page of what happens, read over your summary, read over your notes. What parts need to be changed, what parts don't need to be changed. Having that little summary, that guide, and then writing your summary over here, like, hey, I want to redo this scene, maybe I need to do this, and then go through with your notes, with your revisions. Okay, if I do this, if Barry knows that the data stick is here and that it can lead them, does this next scene make sense? What does Sunreal do? What do my other characters do? How are my other characters going into the scene? What do each of my characters know? How are they going to react? Okay, here's my next scene. With that change, how are my characters going to react with what they know? Yeah, that's what I say. Like, I think you have some of the similar brain things as I do. Sometimes we're forgetful. Sometimes we're going around to the new shiny thing, but we're forgetting what domino effect that is. And how that kind of ricochets and causes other little changes here and there down the line. Sometimes even on the same page, because we just corrected like one paragraph here, but it changes something in a paragraph down here. Having that summary and having a plan of attack for what changes you're going to make and why you're making them. And then, okay, now going down, what other changes does that cause? If Barry knows something here, then down here 3 chapters later, she can't be oblivious to it because I already said she knew it. You know, to kind of like tracking everything that each character knows. You need that little battle plan. That will make all your edits and everything be a lot more purposeful. That way we're not getting too lost up in the weeds over here. I think, Jenny, that's like the next step for you. That's kind of where you're at revision process wise. Because otherwise I hate to like keep reading a scene where I'm like, oh, there's a lot of changes in the scene, but wait, we're still struggling with the same issues. You think you need notes as to what Barry knows at what point? Yeah, 100%. That is totally a fine, valid option. Like, hey, this page 1, Barry learns this info. Okay, next page, Barry reacts this way to this character. This page, oh, Barry's now friends with this character. Hey, wait, why is she suddenly friends with this character she was last mad at? Oh, wait, I forgot to add in a scene here of them doing this. Okay, oh, in this chapter over here, Barry's acting like she doesn't know this history, but I put over here in chapter 2 that she does know that history. Okay, so it's just keeping track. What does she know? How are the characters reacting to stuff? Why are they reacting that way? And then what any changes occur. You're just keeping track of all your characters. It can be in a little Excel sheet if you want. Chapter 1. Every time a character appears, put where they appear at. Put what they're doing. Put what they're feeling. Put who's their enemies. What are their goals. If their goal is to get the fleece still, then like, hey, every time something in opposition happens, like, oh, okay, she now doesn't like this character because they're gonna stop her from using the fleece. Now she feels untrustworthy with this character. Okay, now she's liking this character again. Why is she? Oh, well, because she's softening up to this and she's learned more about their backstory. Just keep notes of each character. What has happened? Everything that does happen, does it serve your overall plot, or is it like a random side tangent? Just having that little cheat sheet on the side will help you a lot. I'll come up with a battle plan for you. You still down a whole chapter because of Sunreal? Yeah, see, there's so many like little. You're juggling a lot over here. I think having a battle plan, I think having a plan of attack, I think it's gonna help you a lot. But that's kind of the stage where we're at right now. I think for you that I would highly suggest it. But otherwise, at its current stage, that was some of the stuff that I felt could be pointed out. It was Barry, emotionally being a little ADHD. It was the pacing was a little off the beginning compared to the ending, just with Barry's mom dead compared to everything else. Sunreal and Fee, some of the side characters disappearing. We want to always make sure we're keeping track of when was the last time we talked about a side character. Did they disappear? Are they floating in a blank empty room? I feel like those were the biggest ones, and just making sure everything that happens logically makes sense for that character to do. And that little cheat sheet can help a lot with that. Character motivations can help a lot for that. But otherwise, I think that's it. I think that's kind of my spiel. literally at some point in Act 1, she mentions the first Trinity Witches and giving Barry a dream with her own, wielding by mistake. I need to give more info on Sunny before that. Okay. So yeah, so if Sunreal's gonna be doing some really cool epic stuff later, then setting up for that properly beforehand, yeah, that makes sense. But otherwise, unless there's some particular question, any other feedback here, otherwise I feel like that was a decent chunk of feedback. And again, anyone new listening in, normally for anyone new submitting, it's only 1 or 2 pieces of critique. Chatty Matty is very far along in their writing journey. They submitted multiple times. They're already used to my feedback. They want multiple pieces of feedback. So Chatty Matty and a few others get a few more pieces of critique. But for most of you guys listening, it's just 1 or 2. It's not as scary. I know listening to that one could feel a little bit more scary in comparison. Like, oh no, Cryptid's gonna tear everything apart. It's normally just 1 or 2. It's not as bad. You're just a puppy chasing its tail sometimes. I think all writers can, or at least a lot of writers can understand that feeling. Like, oh fuck. That's why I started to say, like, there's a moment with self-editing, where eventually you're just going around in circles. You can't find your own mistakes anymore. And that's kind of when you pass it on to a critique partner. If you're self-publishing, normally different editors. If you're going to traditionally publish, it's either trusted critique partners and then your agent. Sometimes your agents, not all of them. Some agents do feedback reviews, some agents don't, just depends on the agent. And then but that would kind of be at the time where you got critique partners and then agents. But there's at some point you have to bring in other people because you can't see your own errors. You're just going around in a circle. You're just doing the same thing over and over again. It gets mentally, you're too caught up in it. But otherwise, let me remove that. That way no one thinks you wrote a silly leave screen like I have here. Oh my goodness, hold on, let me take a sip of water real quick. But I definitely feel like either time and distance, like if you separate yourself from your work for a while, like you just put it down and you step away and you just work on some other projects for a while, that can sometimes help you in the self-editing process. Building my story was nearly called weaving. Oh, okay. What was I saying? Yeah, sometimes putting something down for a while, sometimes some people before they start self-editing will just fully put down the piece. And they have to wait 1 or 2 months and then they'll pick it up with fresh eyes because you just need that distance from your own work before you can even do a self-edit, a self-critique. You do a couple rounds of self-editing, fixing it to the best that you can for all the fixes and errors that you can. Then normally get critique partners in. Some people call them beta readers. No, beta readers, it's everyone uses beta readers differently, and every beta reader thinks beta reading is something different. It's a hard... Everyone thinks it's something different, and most people are wrong about what it is. So that's always a tricky thing. But at least with like other writer friends, then it's critique partner time. Hopefully you're also giving them critiques to the best of your ability too. But then otherwise, yeah, then on your... If it's a self-publishing journey, after that, then it's getting into the editing stage with developmental line copy editors. And then if you're traditionally publishing, then it's looking at agents. Sometimes they'll offer some general fixes, and then if they can get you representation, then you'll be working with those same editors. Developmental line and copy. And then if you're just doing it for the love and fun of the game, doing some fun projects, doing some fun little indie projects, or doing some fun fanfics, or just working on your things in your spare time, then you don't gotta worry about any of that. Then you just get to enjoy the craft for the love of the craft, and getting better at your storytelling abilities over time as you keep working on new projects. But it's scary stuff, and I only say that because, like, in the background there's stuff with 3 little witches where I'm like, no, I don't want to do these edits. I don't want to do these fixes. I don't want to do these changes. I don't like this feedback. I'm saying it when I'm in the trenches of it too. I'm saying it from the same place. I'm like, God damn it. I don't wanna. It's making me shake in my little cryptid boots. For real, yeah. Otherwise, I know we had a second potential backup, but I think my energy is fading pretty fast. I don't know, I keep trying to drink water, but I don't think it's enough. I'm not feeling the bestest right now. I'm tempted to edit book 2 a bit. I also need to check where I need to fix things already, but yeah. I do know one race got cut from book 2 for the Wicked One stuff. In general, I think the feedback most of the time is to focus on one book and get it done, because otherwise you just, it's the same thing. It's that chasing your own tail. You do then fixes in book 2, and then you go back to book 1, and then you do those fixes, and then you got to fix those things in book 2, and then you just go. That's why normally people don't work on a full book series at the same time, like book 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., at the same time. Normally it's get the first book done. You can have like a rough outline for what you want the other books to do, like oh yeah, in this book here's all the stuff that happens, and like okay, in the next few books I want them to like go through the space wizarding school, and then eventually there's gonna be a betrayal, and then some person's gonna get turned into a star, and then baby raccoon's gonna start a revolution and just blow up the star with a nuke. And you can have like a general idea, but most people, because it does get back and forth too much, it's that same chasing your own tail analogy you did earlier. Sometimes people just want to get the first book done, finished, edited, it's in its final iteration, and then you look at your kind of rough outline for where things gonna go, and you're like, oh, okay, so now from this jumping off point to where I want to go, here's now book 2, here's book 3. That's normally what most people find easier. That's why it's kind of the general suggestion for how you approach stuff. But I do know people are different. Some people like approaching things different. I'm just saying that works for the majority of people. That's normally proven to be an easier standard. It's gonna keep you from going back and forth a little bit. It'll save you some time. Another revolution. To be fair, Baby Raccoon ended the last revolution. Now he's gonna start a new one. It's gonna be the full cycle. He wants both things checked off his to-do list. But yeah, I know we had 2 potentials lined up today, but I'm kind of fading fast. I'm not feeling the best though. Thank you. I need to have a bigger picture. I'm trying to make the books self-contained, but pieces of the larger story. Yeah, but I think also being reasonably like have, if the books are kind of self-contained, then like, hey, make one self-contained book. That's just genuine. Like, can my advice be wrong? Absolutely, right? And if you know in your heart of hearts it's wrong, then ignore it. Like, this is free advice given. If it doesn't work for you, feel free to throw it in the trash, right? 100%. But I also don't want to see you stuck in the spiral reel of jumping between so many projects, and it's just kind of this endless dizzying cycle. I'm like, if there's gonna be self-contained anyway, then like, hey, do the one self-contained book. Archie, I don't feel too good. Slowly turns into algae. Oh my god. I'm using self-contained currently to mitigate the domino effect. I know you keep saying that. I low-key, I don't believe you. I'm like, no, like, the things that happen in this book will affect things that happen in this book. That's how stories work. If Barry dies in book 3, that obviously has an input on book 5 because Barry died in book 3. You know, that kind of thing. I'm not saying that she does that. It's not a spoiler. I'm just making shit up. But in general, unless it's completely just kind of like roughly the same universe but different characters and different points in time entirely between each book, then things do have a domino effect, in which case just embrace it and just accept it and just do book 1. Just get it done. I mean, in book 4, she does, oh, hey, I was close. I said book 3. It's actually book 4. Everyone, I called it. Everyone, I called Ari the scavenger coming back, and not actually being dead. And, I called, Barry dying in, midway through the book series. I am a genius. I'm psychic. I know everything. Nobody questioned me at all on my bullshit claims. But no, Jenny, like that was just an example. But you see what I mean? Where like things will have an impact. You're even saying right now you had to change some things in book 2, and that a race has been deleted, and there's other scenes here. Just embrace it. Just fully flush out book 1. Get it to where you want to be. Get it to where it's up to snuff. Character, but I see what you mean. Oh yeah? What's my twist in Seraphim? JK. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Somebody's calling me out on my bullshit claims. Quick, what do I do? It's a spoiler, so I can't reveal it. Oh my god. What was I saying though? But yeah, I don't think I'm up for a second read tonight. I'm amazed I actually finished Chatty Matties. I was only going to do half of Chatty Matties, but that's where the yapping took us. Anyway, thank you guys so much. But yeah, I'm gonna rest and recover a bit more. I thought I would be more okay today, but oh.
Anti-Cryptid, I wrote a story about raccoons in space. Can you guess my twist?
Nobody can hear the raccoons scream in space. Is that the twist? Yeah, nobody can hear raccoons cry in space. I'm gonna guess that's the twist. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and yapping. I hope you guys have a good night. I hope you guys are feeling better than I am. Because, oh boy, it's catching up with me real quick. But otherwise, have a good night, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!